watch it. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Troll Talk Podcast, episode 4. If you are listening to us on YouTube or Spotify, welcome. Make sure to check out the Twitch channel if you want to interact in chat during these. They happen live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, unless stated otherwise in the Discord. But today's special guest is none other than, as my command says, the father of three, unicorn-loving, Rocket League god, known as Backburner CEO. Buddy, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad to have you. This has been a little while in the works, right? We rescheduled a couple times.
Three times?
Something like that. We had
Yeah.
one point where day of ready to go, and then all of a sudden it was just like, I can't do it. Emergency, and I'm like, dude,
Yep.
that's perfectly fine. I mean, hell, last week's guest, technically 2 days ago's guest, I had to postpone 2 weeks because I got strep throat the day before the podcast.
Ouch.
Strep throat ain't fun. You know that. I'm going to
No.
assume, as a father
Yeah.
of three, you've had to deal with at least yourself, if not the kids having it potentially, or something similar.
Thankfully, just one of three has had that. The other two have that was actually the reason that we've had to reschedule one of the times because my kids were sick.
Really,
They haven't had strep throat, a variety of other little ailments though. Never fun. So
never fun. But for people that don't know who you are and what you do, tell us a little bit about yourself, what we can expect from your streams, and where to find you.
well, I am Backburner_CEO, located at twitch.tv/Backburner_CEO. The spiel I give for every raid message or anytime somebody's new to the channel is I'm Backburner, and my Twitch channel was created to prevent people from feeling the way that my name encompasses. If you ever feel like your favorite streamers aren't online, or perhaps you just don't have a place to go, you want some good vibes, good energy, somebody to try and build you up, come hang out. The best you can do is give me a shot, and we're gonna just try and pick each other up and build something really, really cool together. One thing I was always told is if you build something, reach back, pick somebody up, show them how, build them, help them, build that as well. And as time goes on, you're gonna have this outstanding team and the city that you've created. And so that's just been kind of the whole purpose of the channel, is creating a community. I
Well,
became a streamer because I did not have friends.
that's fair. I mean, I do feel like there's recently, especially with people starting within the past 5 years, it's been one of two things. It's been pandemic, right? And you just have a bunch of time and you want to find a new hobby that then could potentially turn into a career. Or the second thing being the fact that you want to make sure that people don't feel what you've experienced, right? And you talking about your name being Backburner, in your About Me section, you do have that little, description of where your name comes from. But when you started streaming way back, April 2018, you weren't known as Backburner to begin with. You were actually known
No,
as Dirty Mike, which
I
sounds like
was.
a polar opposite to what you just described your community as. Because if I think Dirty Mike, I'm thinking more like, this man's got sexual energy, this man's 18 plus, this man's pounding back shots left, right, and center on stream, and he's strictly a Warzone streamer. Tell me about Dirty Mike and where that came from.
Dirty Mike was a God damn it. Um Dirty Mike was a nickname that just kind of showed up one day in my life. Me and a bunch of my buddies were hanging out around, just hanging out, drinking, partying, last few years of high school. No, actually like a little bit after high school. And the nickname Dirty Black Mike, for some reason, was swimming around the pool. And I had no idea what the hell was going on there. And then for about 45 minutes that evening, I was DB Mike. Now, mind you, a lot of my friends were like locals in the area, and we had like a very big Native American Samoan population, and so they all had fun with their white boyfriend and making fun of him and stuff like that. And so I was DB Mike for about 45 minutes, and then I was Dirty Mike. And for years afterwards, my call tag just became Dirty Mike. I'm not entirely sure why I stuck with it.
Yeah.
Because looking back now, you're entirely right. It did. It gave off that vibe, that persona. And when I started to stream, I've actually deleted these clips off of my channel because they are gone. They are horrendous.
Yep.
But there were Fortnite clips. I was a Fortnite streamer, and to this day, I can still edit my ass off. I can still have an abundance of fun on that game.
Yeah.
I have like giant courses and maps that I made, but yeah, there was not the direction that my channel is in currently at all. I was 1,000% more vulgar. I did not give a crap about how I presented myself out in the Twitch space, the Twitter space, any form of social media network. I did not care to network at all. I didn't give a fuck about going into anybody else's streams
Yeah.
and spending time with them for even 10 minutes because I was like, I'm going to be on the top of the fucking Fortnite leaderboards. Everybody can suck my D. Period.
Yep.
That's it.
That's Dirty Mike. He's coming out again. Hi, Dirty
Yep.
Mike.
And
How
then
are you?
and then I had a little bit of like epiphany as time went on. Like Casey, shout out to Casey, 1515 in chat. She very much so helped with that reformat of you're becoming a father. Your kids are potentially gonna watch this one day. Are you proud of this? I'm like, some things of it about, yeah, actually I was at the time even like cocky enough to say I was, and I still am like proud of the fact that I was persistent enough to sit down for 8 hours a day and be that same consistent douchebag. Even if I was a douche, I was consistent.
Yay, that works. Consistency
So,
is key.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Casey. I'm a mildly good Fortnite player still. But yeah, so that's one thing I never really gave myself too much flack for that. And when I came back and decided to approach this in a different light, that was because I had a conversation with a few of my coworkers at my house, and I described how I had been made to feel from my very close friend group who had given me that fucking nickname. And we were like brothers for like 11 years. I haven't talked to them in like 3. I've reached out myself. Like I could show Discord messages. I could show like text messages, phone call history. Like I've actively reached out to certain people in my life and been like, hey, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Tell me. Yo, bro, I'll fix it. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on, but and so when I was telling my coworkers that was how I felt, they're like, have you ever considered, just like there's probably like 8.4 million people on Twitch or some shit at the time when I made that decision.
Yeah.
How many of them feel that way? If even 10% of them feel that way, you're going to have a massive following. So I brought my unicorn horn out from work because I was a trainer at the time, and this gets people's fucking attention.
It very much does.
When I'm teaching them like bank stuff and about like how to handle a fraud situation for a financial institution, because that's what I do. I also handle stupid shit for people that don't know how to handle their money. And I have to teach people how to do it. But so that's where I started like grabbing all my little tools and kits, and because I've always been big on unicorns and the idea that we are all kind of unicorns. Like I'm not a brawny, don't get me wrong, but everybody's unique, and if you fuck with somebody in the right way, you will get their horn up your ass one way or the other. So at the end of the day, we all have a horn, and we all have a part of us that are a little bit, we're all unique. We're all snowflakes. We're all unicorns. And then also like Legends of Tomorrow just really made me love unicorns even more with that whole Woodstock scene.
That's
fair. That was badass. So that's the spiel.
That's interesting to hear, like, that unicorns wasn't just something that, let's say started off as a meme in the community or anything like that. Like, it's actually been a part of your life for quite a while. And you briefly talked about the rebrand. Like, you streamed for about a month, right? Right when you started, and then you stepped away from Twitch for almost 2 years because of family. As I mentioned a couple times, you're a father of 3, all right? And we have Casey in chat as well. Casey being a big part of that. I mean, it takes 2 to tango, but
true.
You come back streaming, right? April 2020, and I want you to describe how it felt to come back. You were still Dirty Mike at the time, but a 2-year gap, as you know, on Twitch, being a streamer for quite a while now, that's basically a clean wipe. Like, you might have the followers, you might have the number, a few of them might have dropped, but nobody in 2 years is going to remember that name. So you basically got to start brand new.
That's exact. I felt lost. I'm be 100% with you. I felt like I had no idea what I was doing. And to this day, this kid in my community probably has no idea what he did. There was one person, and his name is, and Casey remembers him. I've talked about him periodically. He doesn't stop by much anymore because he's busy. He was 16 at the time when he first really found me as a streamer, and
Can
it's
I
been
guess who
years
it
now.
is?
So
Is
he's
it Jay
starting his life.
Ripper?
Yeah. No, no.
No.
It was actually General Raven.
Okay.
Um, he is to this day one of my oldest followers. He followed me, but in that 1 month period of time when I had started to stream, um, and he found me again. Like he just within my second or third stream popped back in and was my most active streamer until I averaged my most average active viewer until I averaged 10 plus viewers.
Wow.
He was like die hard ride or die there. And then he got, I'm not entirely sure how true it is, but I've also like don't have any reason to doubt him. But he indicated that he's kind of been diagnosed with some type of sickness
Hmm.
and like an abundance of COVID like symptoms and just things that, I'm not really going to share, but he shared with me an abundance of it. Like he was kind of in detail about it. And,
Yeah.
he pops in as often as he can, but for the most part, he's resting and doing his things, with his life. But I was lost, and just having that 16-year-old kid to soundboard off of, and Casey to be like, what the hell should I do with this whole space here? Because my friends, like I mentioned, that helped me become Dirty Mike, they weren't there.
Yeah.
I didn't have no 3 average viewers right out the gate. Like anybody in my community that says I want to be a streamer, burner, if they show me and members of my community that are a little bit like that core crew chat, those third degree members,
Yeah.
if we get shown that somebody in the community actually gives a fudge or fuck about what they're doing,
Yeah.
like you do, staying up until 6 a.m., working your ass off, getting the scene set up so that way, like underneath my name pops up all my different social media tags and stuff, and it's sized perfectly. Everything looks well done. Like,
I before you continue on that, I kid you not, did not even adjust the size. It was perfectly the same based on last time's guest because y'all got long as fuck names. That's literally it.
oh, there we go. But still, if there's like if I pop into somebody's stream, like there's actually a member in my community right now that I'm lurking for. He's one of my VIPs. He got affiliate within the first 7 streams because he spent hours asking me and other members like Gaz the Viking. I'm sure you've seen him pop
Yep.
around periodically in my community and maybe even in here.
Hmm.
Gaz is a stream team support representative for Cryptic Gaming. You need something, you need a knowledge, just reach out to Gaz.
Hmm.
Because if you ever ask me and I don't know, I reach out to Gaz. Um,
We all got that person.
yeah. So Cameron showed me and Gaz like, dude, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna focus on it. Within the first 7 streams, he was affiliated. He's averaging like 10-ish viewers. He had his 24-hour affiliate celebration stream. Members of the community came in, and his very first hype train was off level 5 completed hype train on his
Holy
first
shit.
day as an affiliated streamer, and he's unlocked 6 emote slots or something like
So
that.
all of his emote
Like
slot,
he's
if he hit 50 subs, that's
almost,
all.
yeah. I think let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's got 1 animated and 5 non-animated.
Okay, so he's pretty close then.
Yep.
That's fucking dope.
Um. Mm-hmm. So in just little things like that. Because I didn't have that, and that was what me and Raven and Casey discussed was what I felt like being on the back burner and
Hmm.
how to help people not feel that way. To this day, I've helped 21 people become affiliated, and 2 of them are now bigger streamers than me.
Wow.
Um, they like have just blown the fuck up, and it's been outstanding to watch the support. I also have helped 2 people become partners with the, like, I'm sure that even having like a 10, 15 people raid every stream at the end of the stream, going to
Yep.
the same person can be very helpful towards their
Very
growth.
much so. Especially when
We
the
hit,
Raiders know to like refresh and have their
mm-hmm,
view count. Yep.
yep. And they've had the whole conversation, they've had the spiel, and they know they're doing it every stream because we're on helping somebody on a partner push. My old stream team captain Vostik, I like don't care to hear anything him or any of those old team members did say. I helped like a son of a bitch in regards to that. Like 20 plus viewer raids 4 to 5 times a week for
Hmm.
months because he was pushing. And to this day, there was suspicions from other members of the community about him potentially view botting. And with how I don't like how certain people handle things with ladies.
Hmm.
I won't be around you. and that's not like that's like whether it's a misogynistic thing or a sexist thing or whatever. I did not like how him and a few of the other members of the community would speak to women,
Yeah.
and that was why I walked away from the team. And found sorry, and that was strongly influenced by you. So yeah, it's been a journey. But if it wouldn't have been for General Raven and Casey
Yeah.
sitting there helping me like figure out that I want to guide and not have somebody feel this way at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I would still be Dirty Mike. I'd still be playing Fortnite or whatever the newest Warzone is,
Yeah.
or Call of Duty. I wouldn't be focused on free games and having a whole section of my Discord for stream resources that I make and that I use and things like that. So I don't know. It's been a journey, and
It's
I'm
a
very grateful to General Raven.
it's very amazing to see like just what one viewer can do to a community, right? Like and I know that you know this as being a streamer for so long. One member can make or break a community if allowed,
Yeah,
right? And more times than not, it will be a member who tries to break the community, but as the streamer, you just know the rights from wrongs, and you know that if you ban one bad person, five good people are gonna come, right?
exactly.
And
Yep.
it is something that, you know, when you first start off, it is one of the hardest things to do, right? When you start off, you're focused on numbers so much more, right? Every follow counts, every viewer counts, and banning somebody because you don't like how they're talking in chat and it's ruining the vibes, it's hard because, you know, like if you're at a 4 viewer average and you ban somebody, your viewer average just dropped 25%, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's just those kind of numbers when you first start off. It's so difficult to just overcome it. But with what you do and what you described with, like, you know, new streamers who actually put the effort in, who actually put the time in, and being able to basically fast track them to affiliate. What I say is, if you are serious about streaming, no matter what, you can hit affiliate within a month,
Yep.
right? If you
Yep.
try, you can hit affiliate within a month. Now, in your case, right, it did take quite a while because at the time you were Dirty Mike, you were playing on Fortnite. I don't feel like you were doing anywhere near what you are doing and helping people with now. You rebranded November 12th, 2020. Was that the rebrand to Backburner?
Yep. That was the rebrand right into Backburner underscore. So me and Casey actually mulled it over for the rename sat on my computer for about 4 hours that day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to be Backburner, but some piece of shit out because I looked all over the place. Like there's no streamer by the name of Backburner, but some asshole viewer has the name Backburner, and I know you feel like the Backburner, but I need your name.
Yep.
When I get partner, I am taking your fucking name. I'm sorry.
It's how I
But
feel with Trolley, man.
exactly. I was like, are you kidding me? So we sat and we debated about it, and for a while it was like backburner underscore VIP because I am. I could probably like Splitgate, Apex, Halo. Like I'm top 10% in a lot of games I play. The Pokemon game that I play competitively even tomorrow. There's a $300 tournament that I'm going to be in.
Better win.
Um, I'm going for first. Me and my teammate get $300 to split between the two of us because it's a 2v2 battle thing.
Yep.
I'm still working out the rules and shit, but they're after I'm done with you and the podcast, I'm gonna go over there and they're gonna be doing the drawings for the teams.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm ranked 21 of the whole game out of 5,500 people.
Holy shit.
So the top 50 players are all going to be at this tournament. So the chances of me getting a bad teammate are very slim.
Yeah.
And the chances of us not winning are very, very slim indeed because I know all the top players Pokemon and we all know each other's like we all know each other. It's like 40 fucking chess with Pokemon. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Um but so yeah, if we were mulling over like MVP, just a variety of different asterisks afterwards, even just leaving it underscore.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? This is a business and we need to treat it like it's a business. And at the end of the day, CEO means that you are in charge of that damn business. And so that's where the CEO came from. And as time has gone on, I'm known in some areas as Burner, but more streams than not, I'll go into it and I'll hear CEO, what's up, dude? And I'm like, that feels good. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it feels good. Like
Just feels good to be called the CEO.
it does. It does. And then I've had people in my community that'll joke about being COOs. And And then I don't know if you've seen like the whole push-up thing I've been doing, but they've been calling that the thickening. It's like it's just been so much fun lately.
Wait,
Oh.
how do push-ups equal to thickening? Wouldn't you think that squats?
Well, there's also when Dixper, you know about
Yeah,
Dixper,
of course,
right?
of course.
Um, there actually is like the Dixper card in the just chatting section that if somebody gets where I can do squats. So they'll have me do squats and they'll have me it's not advertised in my stream in any way, but when I
Yeah,
stopped smoking and I got nicotine free, I started to just do push-ups for subscriptions because it's I don't know why, but it really helps. And
yeah,
on days that I don't stream, like today, I've had to do over 100 just to maintain that same level of burn that
yep.
the community's been providing me. Um, but that's where they've been calling it the thickening. They love doubling up on all that crap. It's insane.
That's
It's
fair.
it's it's just
I mean,
it's actively fucking insane.
there is some things to where like I have been told that I have as topics for later to where push-up, squats, physical activity. Homie, you're used to it. You've been doing it for a lot of your life. But we'll be talking about that here in a little bit. What I wanted to ask you, and you've kind of touched on it already. Jesus, I can't talk. Um, what do
Okay,
you think?
English words is hard.
Words are hard. What do you think you did wrong as Dirty Mike that you cleaned up as Backburner, which helped pretty much fast track you to affiliate the moment you added the webcam?
Um, I know I did this wrong because my job that I used to have required me to review people's metrics and certain criteria, speech patterns that they have, and try to identify issues that could arise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was doing that on my own VODs at the time, and I ignored the hell out of chat. Like there were a variety of situations where I'd go through and review like a 3 hour VOD, and that was another thing I was doing wrong was like very short 2 3 hour streams. I wasn't indicating in any way that I was serious. I also at the time was having a little bit difficulty maintaining any form of a schedule because of life.
Yep.
But I ignored people, and it wasn't just on stream that I ignored people. I ignored people off stream. I wouldn't go into Twitch. I wouldn't like if somebody came into my chat and let's say they didn't directly say that they were a streamer, but they talked about how they had played this the other day with their buddies live or some shit,
Yeah.
that kind of like, we've been talking for a while and they'd mention it. I wouldn't have the presence of mind to click on their name and go to their channel. Now somebody will pop into my freaking stream and before they even say hi or in their first 2 or 3 messages, because I also have 3 monitors set up and 2 keyboards and a variety of tools and kits and fun things around me that I had never had before thanks to my community.
Yeah.
But I'll click on their name ASAP.
Yep.
Accounts that have been made less than 5 minutes ago normally get insta banned because I've been fucked with so many times by those accounts.
Yeah.
And my community members even know. And so they'll come in if they're making like an alternate Twitch account for this game that we're playing. That's only happened once so far. Where one of my VIPs was making an alternate account. Somebody followed me. I was like, "Oh, hey, thanks for the follow." Clicked on the name. That's trouble waiting to happen, and I just clicked it real quick. I don't care. It's to protect me and everybody around. I don't my
Exactly.
But we have a safe space tag for a reason.
Yeah.
And then my VIP pops back in chat. Hey, Burner, can you unban that dude? It's my alt, bro.
Did you unban it?
Yeah, I unbanned it. I was like, you piece of shit. You gotta just warn me so I don't look like a fool out here in front of 20 plus people. Come
Yep.
on now.
Like I definitely know what the alt situation, not for games per se, but like I've had community members make alts of my name with 3 Zs, 4 Zs, 5 Zs, even 6. Uh right? So you can add a Z onto your URL, you'll find another account. Um
Oh my gosh.
Realistically, like I've told my community members and I reiterate it every once in a while, like as much as I appreciate the love and support that you guys want to show with adding an extra follower, it's like as bad as it sounds, and I feel like you can agree with me on this, we are at the size that a 1 follower difference does not matter.
Yeah, we don't want the inorganic follow. We want
Exactly. That's the best
the
way to put it.
organic interaction, that real raw follow. That's what we
Exactly.
want.
And
That's like the best way I can put it.
like having people make alt accounts, taking the time to do it, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, and it's flattering that you use my name and then try to troll me with it. It's funny, But like when it starts to get very repetitive, it's like, oh, okay, you don't have to do it. And I always ask them, like, just unfollow, like unfollow on that account, or else I will ban it. Like if you want to use that
Yeah.
account still in the chat for whatever reason, that's fine. Like my one buddy has an alt account, on his iPad that he'll pop in on when he's out, right? But when he's home, he's on his main. He's one of my mods. But if he
Yeah.
pops in on this alt account, it was right when I first started too. But like after I hit affiliate, I'm just like, all right, cool. I know it's you. I'm not gonna mod that account or anything, and I'm not gonna like give it any special attention. I'm just gonna be like, "What's up, you idiot?" Because it's my buddy.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Treat
Just
him the
gonna
same
toss you a
way.
little bit of shit.
I just read the name as his original name in a way.
Yep.
But
Yep. It's like when you know somebody's name IRL and they pop in. It's just like Mike is Mike. It
yep,
doesn't matter how many New York usernames Mike has on 10 different games. You still call him Mike in Discord calls. Mike.
exactly. I'm like the mod Sebastian. It's Zion underscore 34 underscore 00. I'm not going by that. I'm not calling you Zion. I'm calling you Seb. I'm calling you Sebastian. I'm calling you an idiot. Like that. That's
Yep.
really it. But I can completely understand with like the alt accounts. At the end of the day, it's flattering, but organic is so much better than inorganic. And as much as followers matter, after affiliate, your follower account literally gets you nowhere. Like you could have 10,000 followers and have a 5 viewer average. You could have 1,000 followers and a 30 viewer average.
Yep.
That 30 viewer average, 1,000 follower stream is going to have so many more opportunities because the numbers that matter on Twitch are not the follower count, right? And
Exactly.
it's just the honest truth with Twitch, and some people don't like hearing it. Some people don't like talking about numbers. And you talk about like a safe space and helping other streamers. I feel like this is a conversation you've had a few times, and with people that pop into my stream who ask streamer questions like, "Hey, what kind of piece of advice do you have?" Stuff like that. It ties back to what you said about your community. If you see somebody who's serious about it, you spend the time, you give them the proper advice, you make sure that you can help them in whatever way, shape, or form. I'm going to point you in the right direction, but I'm not going to hold your hand. That's the way
Exactly.
that's the way that I do it personally, right?
Yep.
I don't want to fast track somebody to affiliate because I feel like that I won't say that's wrong, but I feel like it's more satisfying if they can pull the 3 viewer average just through networking. If that makes
Oh
sense.
yeah. Oh no, like for example, if I were to like pull this Cameron up as an example,
Yeah.
the one that I was referring to
Doggo.
earlier, like just scrolling through his chat, I'm in there,
Yep.
right? And I know I'm lurking. He's one of my VIPs. There's another one of my VIPs in there, but they have become very close friends over the last few months. The rest of the 7 people that are in the chat are all his friends,
That's
all
fucking
his
dope.
organic individuals that he's met either in this community that's mine or in the whole PCG community, or because he's kind of cracked himself at like 8 other games that he plays. Just little things like that. So that's what I mean by having that seriousness. I'll see somebody that has that outstanding overlay set, right? And they've got emotes that they've made and they have panels,
Yep.
but then they're never in somebody's stream.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about my stream. I don't give a fuck if you're in my stream. No disrespect to anybody who likes to spend time in my stream.
Agreed.
I appreciate the hell out of every single second, and I say it all the time that everybody's in there. But if you're in my stream to clout chase, get the fuck out. That's it. But if you're
Amen.
actively there to like meet new people, interact with individuals, hang out, to partake in conversations, spark my brain. Listen to me when I talk. That's my big one. Not to be a dick or anything
Yeah.
like that to somebody, but I literally have an unban request where somebody's saying, "Dude, I love this community so much. How the fudge am I gonna like? I don't even know how to word this fully yet. That's why I haven't filled out this denial on this unbound request. Is because every single question this person asked me and a variety of the members in my chat answered because we're part of the PCG recommended streaming community. We
Yep.
are not just me, my community. I didn't put myself in the application. I put my community in the application. I said,
Yep.
you can go into my VODs, you can look through my chat. Any situation should be my community being able to answer these questions, not just me.
Yep.
So this person wasn't just disrespecting me. They were disrespecting 10 to 20 people that were answering their questions at a variety of times
Yeah.
and not allowing any of that information to sink in and also not participating in any of the conversations that took place. So that kind of stuff, yeah, me, I'm sure you agree with me that like that we don't need that type of shit. That's not
Not
an
at
extra
all.
viewer. That person is going to cause people with brains to leave our chat.
Yep.
So, and yeah, I'm sorry, I went on a little tangent about that
Oh,
one, but yeah, no.
that's what this podcast is all about. It's about us us as a community on our end getting to know a streamer who is a part of it. Right? That's what this podcast has been all about. As you and I were talking about earlier before we started the recording, like this is the 43rd one technically that we've done in just over a year. I've almost kept it weekly, but sometimes there's been points where I haven't been able to get a guest or stuff happens. It's life. You can't control anything. But no matter what, the amount of stories, the amount of like how people have started, how people treat their chats, everybody's different. But at the end of the day, we're all streamers, and that's why I love doing this podcast. It's because like with every single streamer being different, I personally always love having you on for like an hour and a half, being able to shoot the shit and go on these tangents about just the streamer life that maybe not everybody gets to hear about,
Yep.
right?
We
And some streamers are kind enough to mention it to their community and bring them over like you have done. You mentioned when I popped in the chat yesterday, you've talked about this a few times this week, which I'm honored about. At the end of the day, I never ask for it. I don't expect it because it's not about me and anything like that. It's about you. It's about my community getting to know you. But I'm honored that you bring your community over to learn a little bit more about you as well. And speaking
are
about you, the hard work paid off. The rebrand, the webcam, everything like that paid off February 21st, 2021.
yep.
You hit affiliate.
That was awesome. That
Yeah.
was like that was one of the coolest things. I like still to this day, I've had like hype trains and stuff. The day I hit affiliate, I cried on the floor like a little baby. I was like, man, that was so much stupid work and not knowing what I was doing for so long. Oh, okay. I'm never gonna let somebody feel like this.
Yep. I could completely understand that, and hence what you've built with your community. With you hitting affiliate February 21st, you were grinding streams in December and January. You were heavy in the Rocket League like you currently still are. When did you figure out that Rocket League was the game that was going to propel you to where you are now?
You want to know the honest fucking answer?
Yep.
That was the only game my shitty ass computer could run. I was fucking mad about it, dude, for so long, bro. Oh, I asked Casey. There were days when I'd punch the floor because I would want to run anything other than fucking Rocket League. I was like, I'm getting so tired of playing this game every goddamn day. Like every day I'm playing just Rocket League. And then there were some, like, I was getting really mad at it. But my buddy, I started streaming on an Xbox and my phone. And
Okay.
then when I came back, I had a $600 gaming PC when it was like $600 at the time in like 2012 when it was made.
Yeah.
Um, that my buddy had gave me because it was his fucking doorstop. And he said, if you can get it to work, you can have it for free. Okay, cool. So he and then he actually sent it to me working because he's a nice guy.
Okay.
And it said Merry Christmas, buddy, on it. It was like 2 weeks before Christmas that December. That computer could only run Rocket League on the lowest graphics settings and stream it at 720 because I
Oh,
didn't want to stream at lower quality. I was like, if I go lower than that, I'm just no.
no
Like
one's watching
I can't.
480.
Yeah, I can't fucking do it. I no, thank you. Like I'm not gonna grab anybody's attention with that. And then I had a really shitty phone. I don't think it was like I can't even remember. It was a Walmart prepaid $100 smartphone that I was a Samsung version, and I used that. Um, so that's how I realized Rocket League was the only game that was going to propel me forward because it was the only fucking thing I could play. So it was my only choice. So when your back's up against the wall, you either make something work or you dip.
Yeah.
I made it work. I started to become really, really like I've got like 2,000 plus hours in the game, and I can do things mechanically that people grand champion rank can't.
My next question is
Um,
how the fuck are you so good at it? So you're answering it already.
Yeah. Hours and hours and hours and hours of offline play. At one point in time, we spent 2 months I think it was April, right after I hit affiliate, all the way almost until June, dealing with ISP connection issues, to where I actually learned how to run a trace test, and I figured out where the connection problem was and called them in like their area of the country and had them fix their fucking problem, so that way I could connect to the Twitch server that was in Seattle from Montana, where I'm currently located. Like big issues for a
Yeah.
while. And then my birthday happened right after I hit affiliate. From February to June,
Hmm.
and I still do these periodically with members of my community, like VIPs, mods, and stuff. We have what's called burners after hours, where we have these kind of conversations
Yep.
off stream in a Discord call, because some of them are also streamers, and we all just shoot the shit, man.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't. So that, because like you said, I run a little bit more of a PG-13 ish, which we're actually starting to lean a little bit towards a mature content, because I'm tired of the PG-13 aspect. Like
Yeah.
I am loving feeling more like myself. Like I smoke weed. I talk about it even. It's legal in fucking Montana. I don't care. It's not a big deal.
It's not.
So, but I'm not like sitting here smoking J's while I'm live. There's a level to it that I will still maintain as like presentable and professional
Of
in my
course.
mind. Um, but it's so we have those burner after hour talks. I had members of my community, like Brittany, or Horrorholic Rangers, her screen tag, and then like Tyler, Eyes Wide Shut. They at the time were a lot more financially stable than I was. And I was mentioning to them the fact that I only needed about $300 to save up, and get my new computer that I was going to buy. That was like $1,200, and it would let me play new games, guys. It will let me play things that aren't just fucking Rocket League. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, and then my birthday happened, and Brittany and Tyler had a big dick contest with donations, and the $300 goal got destroyed. And the day after my birthday, because my birthday turned into a 24-hour stream because of the amount of generosity that was contributed. The day after my birthday, I did a 12-hour stream celebration because of the day before. Like I just felt like I had to. I was like, I fucking owe you guys everything in the world.
Yep.
Then I sat down with Tyler, or Eyes Wide Shut, him and we got my $2,200 computer ordered just from that one day's fucking activity.
But
And since that
whoa,
day,
whoa,
I've
whoa!
been
You
able
you
to
you said 1,200
blow.
to start. What the fuck happened to 22?
I didn't have to spend any of my $1,200 on that. I used it on accessories, and they donated $2,200, and I purchased an entire PC because of them. It
Holy
was
fuck!
absolutely insane. Like here, let me like here, like I can
Yeah.
move my camera so as you. It's not on right now because nobody can see it. But
Holy
this,
shit!
that was what my community has purchased me,
Wow.
and I thank them daily for it. Like every stream, I will actively thank my community members for things like that. But that also reiterated to me as a community leader, because at that point I realized what was happening. I wasn't just like a member of my own community anymore. Like these people were picking me the fuck up and putting me on a pedestal in their mind and helping me, and in a way that I've never ever could have asked for, dude. It was insane. It showed me that it wasn't Rocket League. I created a community because of the people, and it wasn't just me. There's members of my community, the core crew, those people like Casey that come in, Allie, that keep other members of my community around because they're all friends.
Yeah.
Even if like they may don't not like what Burner's doing that day, they'll come in just to hang out. Like one person in my community will literally just show up to spend 300 bits on a channel on a sound alert because they see Noodle in chat. That's it. Noodle's here? Oh shit, chicken dance. That's like they just like, so I created like we have a family now that they gave me the ability to just keep the power on.
Uh,
And that's why I have like 100 games downloaded, so I can play anything they fucking want me to with them.
and that's why you also like you're heavy into the Pokemon community game category, right? You are a high level player in it. You are an ambassador for it as well, if I'm correct.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
So I'm basically like a stage 1 out of 2. So
yeah,
I'm almost to the second stage.
almost like Dixper affiliate and partner.
Yep,
Yeah,
correct. Yep. So I'm essentially a PCG affiliate, and I'm 11 average away from being a partner.
that's fucking dope. And like with
Hmm.
that game, that allows you to you're in that category on Twitch, but you can play whatever the fuck you want as long as you're running it and your overlay, you always have it active. Like I've seen other people be in that category, have that extension, have that game going, but nobody I've seen does it like you do to where you're not just sitting there for 30 minutes waiting for the Pokemon to spawn or however long it is. You're still doing your normal content. You're still being you. You're still doing what the community wants you to do on top of that every 30-minute Pokemon thing. And I'm going to be 100% honest, it's a hell of a lot more entertaining than Stream Raiders.
Yeah, yeah, it really is because if you look in my VOD archive, and I'm not sure you showed up for this stream, which not a lot of people did, but
Okay.
there was once upon a time there was a 12-hour stream when I first found PCG. Now this would have to have been back in around January, towards the end of it.
Okay.
If you look in the PCG category, you'll find a person by the name of Lucky Games Corner. Lucky Games Corner runs Stream Raiders. They run the little Dragon Pet extension. They run PCG. They run Ravenfall, and they run like 2 other chat engagement games. I've
Jesus.
never heard this person talk. They're a social networking or social marketing. They do something.
Okay.
They graphically design something for a marketing company. So they're always they like work and stream at the same time, but they're
Yeah.
very active in their own chat, which prevents them from having any form of AFK issues.
Yeah.
I saw all of that and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I mean, this person's averaging like 80 plus viewers, but really nobody's talking to one another. They're all just playing their own game.
Yep.
And so I took all of those games and smacked them onto my stream for a 12-hour stream and basically was like, what's going to fucking hit? PCG shot through the moon with my community. Everybody loved it. They're like, dude, this is so much more entertaining than Ravenfall. Astro, if you're lurking around out there, because I know you like listening in, Astro's the only person that likes Ravenfall, and he's ranked 13 in the whole Ravenfall world.
Holy shit.
Because you just go into chats and you drop your character, and as long as that person is live and running a Ravenfall server on their computer,
Yeah.
you don't even have to stay in their chat. That's what I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
Same with Stream Raiders. People can hang out and play that game while they're not in your chat.
Yep.
And a bunch of these other fucking games. They can actually play these games from outside extensions and sources and websites that just interact with your chat, and you get counted as a viewer, but they've never even picked up Twitch.
Yep.
Like, I was like, this is essentially a form of view botting, but like,
Legal?
okay, yeah, but there is. I mean, I'm sure you've seen Devin Nash on YouTube, like the person who represents Amaranth.
Yep.
He's talked. I've watched his entire video about like the difference between legal and illegal view botting and how difficult it is for Twitch to identify it.
Yep.
And how easy it is for me and you, people that have organic and constantly moving chats, to identify that somebody with 60 viewers and getting like 1 or 2 chats every few minutes is a little absurd.
Yep.
But then if you go in like PCG's category, right? You see like Evil Gamer. He'll hang out and he does the same thing I do, where he'll play his game and he does his own damn thing. And his chat's moderately quiet aside from those few 10, 20 people that are always talking. The second a Pokemon spawns, you know there's 100 plus people that are actually playing this fucking game.
Yeah.
They are all there. They are bam right in the chat. Everybody's hitting it. Even if it's a stupid Pokemon like a damn Caterpie that nobody wants to catch.
Yeah,
they
damn
want a
right.
chance at catching an
Weedle's
evil.
the best Pokemon, man.
Exactly. So, yep, exactly, Allie. Thank you. So that was exactly what I was referring to. Oh my god. So that's funny. Look at this. This thing sits on my microphone all the time.
Oh shit, that's cute.
Yep. If I'm doing my thing, and I don't because I don't do it on stream, but if I'm doing my thing, I'll be like, yo, you guys talk to the unicorn for a minute. I'll walk the fuck away. But yes, so oh god, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was your initial question? I lost it.
You're basically just talking about how you do stuff with Pokemon TCG, and there's a streamer
Oh.
that has like 10 to 20 viewer chatters, and then they spike up to like 100 once a Pokemon spawns. Stupid Caterpies.
So the main thing is when you brought up PCG and how I do it a little bit differently than a few other people. I ran PCG the way that I thought PCG was supposed to be run. And for those of you listening around, podcast, YouTube, whatever, PCG is Pokemon Community Game. It's a chat extension that you can play on Twitch while you're watching a streamer. It was something that I started to realize was taking over my channel Um, I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
I was starting to not be happy with how I was running PCG as a content creator. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm watching my viewer average dip when I switch out of the PCG category because realistically, people that are looking to play the game that day are going on to Twitch and they're searching PCG. They're searching for the game.
Yep.
They're not searching for Rocket League or they're searching for your favorite streamer. So I realized that there's like 1,000 fucking streamers in this Discord that are all streaming PCG.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look in the Discord for Pokemon Community Game, the featured streamers are a select group of like the partner streamers.
Yep.
They're a select group of about 8. The affiliated streamers are a group of about 20 of us.
Okay.
At any given time, there's no more than 8 of us live at any point because we generally we all live in different time zones and we all have different community bases. There's one person who just sits and plays a guitar for 8 hours of his stream and he averages about 80 viewers. He's been doing it for a very long time. I think he's a professional guitar player as well. I mean, he's just practicing, just having an amazing time doing it and hanging out with his community. And he doesn't have a single sound alert for the Pokemon game when it pops up. Nothing. It's just like, oh, hey, those of you that are in chat paying attention, that spawned. And he's doing his thing just fine. And then you've got Lucky and Evil and all these guys. I realized I needed to get on that damn list. And then I could go back to doing my thing.
Yep.
So I got on that list. And now I'm back to doing my thing. Now, I literally, like yesterday's stream was live for 12 hours. I popped into 4 different gaming categories and my viewer average didn't dip. I rated out with almost 40 people.
Holy shit.
I was humbled because that's the 3rd day in a row that we've rated out with 32, 41, and yesterday was 38.
Wow.
I've been like extremely humbled. And a lot of people that, like Project Manager, one of the members that you see in your chat right now, met me through PCG. I found Project Manager Project Manager more like found me in a stream by the name of Zaraki. That's where I found PCG. Zaraki's not live. Project Manager and I have shot the shit a couple times in that chat. And then one day, lo and behold, Project Manager hangs out. Now he is one of my most active fucking viewers. When I'm live, even if he's at work and he can't hear me, I will take the time out of my day to type responses. And that's not just a Project Manager, an abundance of my community members. I'm sure you do the same damn thing. If somebody says, hey, I can't hear you, you take that second, you reach over when you got a moment, you type them out on the keyboard. I see that. Thank you for being here.
Unless it's Derek, I just flip him off because you can see me, but he can't hear me. I'll just be like, fuck you, idiot. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. That's like treating every single community member like they're the only one. It is one of the best things that you can do, right? Of course, as we grow, it gets harder, but the rate that we grow at allows us to become more accustomed to it. And doing those little things like personally typing out a message, like I've replied to a couple people during the podcast, like just, taking the time out of your day to reply to somebody who might have DM'd you or might have tagged you in the Discord, stuff like that. Like every single person is a person. That just human nature is you want acknowledgement, you want to be seen, you want to be heard. And with Twitch and as a streamer, right, when you know the human mentality behind basically the quote unquote viewer, a viewer is a person, a viewer is there to communicate with the streamer, a viewer wants entertainment, and if you can provide that in any way, shape, or form, from replying to them personally because they can't hear you, to just doing like what we're doing now, the podcast, and anything in between, that is one of the best feelings, to know that you're doing it right in a way. Like, but also at the same time to be able to learn from anything you might have done wrong. And that's why I asked you from Dirty Mike to Backburner, what did you do wrong? And you knew right off the bat what your answer was, and it was networking.
Yep. Oh, and audio. Audio is a huge thing that I did not even care about back then.
Audio is one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing, when it comes to streaming.
Oh, it's more important than your video. Anybody 100%. Out there that's listening, if you guys are a content creator, I mean, it's like now, future, whenever, man, this could be 20 years down the line. Audio is more important than your video, because I, as a person, when I'm a viewer, I will put my phone down, or I will put down any damn device that I'm watching you on and walk away. And if I can't hear you correctly, I'm not going to stick around.
Exactly. And what I will say, and this is an opinion that's always back and forth for streamers, is I agree 100% audio is the most important thing, but more times than not, I will not click on a stream without a webcam or VTuber. That's just me, personally, right? And you mentioned how you got a webcam late December, and a month and a half later you hit affiliate. I went back and looked at your numbers, and a lot of people kind of did the same thing. Your average shot up the moment
Yep.
you got a webcam.
It
And
helps that I'm pretty.
it does help. You are known as the pretty boy from high school. Don't worry, I got dirt. Anyway.
Get out of here.
But
Oh
I mean,
man.
I could get into that convo. I've been told that some sisters' friends, you had a little lust for you because you were the pretty boy. You were an athlete, varsity soccer player. I got those convos for a little bit, but I could get into
I mean,
it
I
now.
can't. I'm not knocking any of it out of the air. It's pretty true shit. So I can't like knock it around. The thick boy.
The
Oh yeah.
thick boy. But what I wanted to
Oh
ask
my
you, you
goodness.
kind of already said it. Audio is like one of the biggest things, but besides what you do for people who are seriously invested in streaming, let's say somebody in chat has been debating on it, but they've never mentioned that they want to do it. As I won't say a veteran, but as an experienced streamer now, what are the 3 main tips that you would give to somebody just starting off right now?
First tip that I would give, because it's the most overlooked. Everybody would say like, oh, make sure you could do this or that, or make sure you have a mic or a camera, blah 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 blah. Check your shit. Tip 1: get a list and write down all the shit you have. I have 3 monitors, a computer, 2 different disc lights, a phone that works as my camera, a keyboard, another keyboard that's a backup, another mouse, actually 2 mice, a microphone, a boom arm.
Now,
What do you have? What do you have? I didn't start with a damn thing, but what do you have? Because your list is going to need to get bigger no matter what you do have at this time. So you need to be able to supplement. Say, I'm missing a ring light. Okay. Okay, how the hell am I going to properly light my camera? Or I'm missing a camera. Okay, what application can I download on my phone? Check your shit. First thing you need to do is know what type of equipment you have and what type of internet connection you have. If you can't maintain the bitrate requirement that you want before you even start, stop. And it's not a stop and give up your dream. It's a stop, take 10 fucking minutes and figure out why you have such shitty internet and fix this. And then come back to this portion of the conversation, because at the end of the day, this is something that's attainable to anybody. And if I can do this, if you can do this, Trolley, like I'm working towards full-time streamer. I am part-time at my job right now, and I'm part-time as a streamer. The income from my stream helps me pay my bills. You're full-time. If me and you can do this, 2 fucking goons like us, dude,
yeah.
really? Anybody can do this, man. So you need to, the first thing, number 1, check your shit. Equipment and internet. You need to know what you can do. Number 2, what's your comfort level? Are you somebody who does not and I actually like have a very good example of this. Like
Yep.
I'm fucking weird. You're weird, dude. We do weird shit. We are
I got a lot of
goofballs.
titty cups that people can't see. Like,
Exactly.
I'm sipping out of a cup with titties on it right now. Like, you can't
Have
tell me
you
I'm normal when I'm just sitting here caressing titties all day.
Exactly. Like, I have a unicorn horn on, and the first emote that was ever on my channel is actually the unicorn that's behind me. So that's actually like we're just it's I don't know. I've got a slap bracelet, a unicorn fucking slap bracelet. Who the hell has a unicorn slap bracelet on Twitch? I mean, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen one. So,
I've never seen one
but
until now.
there's a lot of things that members of the PCG community do that are like kind of similar, right? Where a hype train gets started, and there's a couple different sequences of songs that are played. It's like the DK Evanescence mix, and then like a weird German hype train song. It's fucking insane. Those songs are somewhat iconic in PCG when a hype train gets started, and they've kind of, because of the creators. These guys are 2 German college students who created this PCG extension game, and when a hype train pops off in their streams, they started this whole little train of hype train songs.
Yeah.
My comfort level is I'm a big ass goofball. I'll put that song on. I don't fucking care. I got half the PCG community that's hanging out with me. Like half the people in my chat are from PCG community. The other half are original Backburner CEO community members before PCG, because PCG is only 4 months into my channel.
Yep.
So I'll be a big ass goofball. I'll switch scenes. I'll do what I've seen you do with certain things and have different transitions, like one slower, one faster, and like I'm inside the video doing weird shit with the guys, and like I throw myself all over the place because it's a hype train. No matter what level it hits, even if it's just 3 people with 100 fucking bits, that song isn't gonna play it again for the next hour. It's 3 minutes long. I'm gonna be a fucking weirdo for that 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was part of a double raid. Me and another person raided out, and there was an individual who I don't know why, but my community is kind of notorious for starting hype trains when we raid out. Even if it's just little ones, even if it's just 3 of us dropping 100 bits here and there, we all like to spread the hype.
Yep.
So I didn't even start a hype train. I came into a hype train yesterday, and I dropped 2 subs. I was like, oh, hey, hi, hype train. Here's I'll sub, and then I subbed somebody that was in my community, one of my VIPs when they came in, because they're actually they're in that chat quite often. They know that person. So I was like, yeah, it's a win-win. They've got a lot of messages in here. They're always in the chat. Well, it worked out just fine. There was a couple people in the community that were like, hey man, where's the hype train song? And that person said, oh no man, I don't feel comfortable playing the hype train song. People need to know that shit about you from the get.
Yep.
There needs to be like an indicator in just how you present yourself as a content creator, like that your comfort level is as such.
Yep.
So my second thing, first one, know your shit, know what you have. Second one would be know your comfort level. Third one is friends. And this is like a broad one, because I've given this subject many times. Friends can be loosely translated to acquaintances, people at work that you pay, homeless people that have phones. Like, you need 3. You need 3 people that believe in you, that help you, even if they don't fully believe in you.
You need
and
2.
You want to know what? It's really easy to make people believe in you by showing people that you're willing to show up and believe in them. And as stupid and backwards as the whole follow to follow system may sound, and the whole support for support system may sound, there is a deep rooted system within it that does work. And it's, if people are hanging out in my stream and getting to know me, or getting to know Trolleyzz, or even just say I'm not live, I'm in anybody else's stream, and say, like, let's just pick somebody out of the chat, like Project Manager, for example. They pop in because I'm in somebody else's stream, and they're just chit-chatting with me, bullshitting me, and I don't know who Project Manager is at all, but I just needed a name. And they're expressing the fact that they want to be a streamer, or that they want to do this, or that they want to do that. And then I see them in another chat, and they're not talking about, like, just always talking about how they want to be a streamer, or this and that, and the other thing. But they're generally getting, like, they're giving me as another viewer an opportunity to know them. And at one point through the course of our conversing, I've been hinted or indicated or provided some aspect, like, this person wants to be a streamer in some way. Well, that makes me a little bit more inclined to follow that person and leave that notification on, because the first time that person goes live, I want to give them a chance. I have noties off on almost every single person I follow, because I have Discord notifications on, and I'm in everybody's Discords. If I actually give a shit about your content, I'm in your Discord, or you're in my Discord, and you have a live notification that I pay attention to in 3 different channels that I get alerted every single time it goes off on all of my devices, because I'm not a content creator who ignores their Discord or their Twitter or any of their social media devices. I have all my noties on, and my phone, even if, like, unless my phone's being my camera, the noties pop up on my screen. I even get notifications in the bottom right hand side when I get emails. It's and Jolie does it the same way. We want to make sure that we are notified and provided that information. So, like, that's where I've heard of, like, follow for follow and support for support, and I'm like, no man, show me you fucking care, and I'll show you I care, and then we can talk.
Agreed. 100%. Like, you mentioned it. Follow for follow has a deep-rooted system that actually works. Support for support has the deep-rooted system that actually works. It's identifying and being a part of that deep-rooted system to where you'll grow from it, but you also got to put the effort in. It's not like a one-way street. It is a mutual connection that you build with somebody, and it's not like these support groups out there where you follow somebody, they follow you back, and you never check each other out.
Yeah.
Or you never build contact outside of that follow, and you're just a number. Don't ever
Yep.
be a number to somebody, especially if you want to grow. Like I was talking about it before the podcast started. I was a part of a 110 streamer collaboration yesterday under Caprice on Poppy's channel. It was called
Yeah.
Sexy Island. It's his third one. I've been a part of all three. And because I've been a part of all three, the people that I was talking to, the people that I got put into rooms with, and when I had the floor to speak, that people asking like, hey, how is this going to work? Like, there's not much info. I'm like, if it's anything like the other two, we get put into groups of 4. It's a fun trivia thing, but mainly it's for all of us to get to know each other if we don't. And then from there, hopefully build friendships at the end of the day while having Capri yell at us and call us morons and kick us out of the call for like 3
Yep.
hours. That's literally what it is. But it's so much fun, and it's one of the biggest, like, the word is used, it's tossed around so much, but in this case, it's real. It's one of the biggest networking experiences that you can do as a streamer is be part of something like that. 110. And if you get overstimulated, you deafen. Because
Yep.
we had 80 people talking at the same time in a call. You can understand that not a single word gets heard. And all you hear is
Yeah.
like for 30 seconds. Because Capri's like, tell me what you stream all at once. And everybody just goes, it's amazing though, because once you get put into that room with 3 other people, he does it so well to where that room, you're there for about 10-15 minutes, and then you're probably getting swapped into another room because they just like to do that. So all of a sudden now you've just met 2 groups of people,
Wow.
right?
That's
And
like virtual TwitchCon. Like anybody
literally
that says follow for followers, support for support. What do you think every fucking Twitch partner's doing at TwitchCon?
following each other.
Shaking hands, following each other,
Yep.
supporting each other, maybe even subscribing to each other and gifting a couple subs because they realize that, oh, they just met Amaranth and they know how to fucking network properly. Like every single payout that I've gotten through Twitch, I take a certain percentage of it and I network back out into whether it's my community or dude, no way. Do you got your TwitchCon? Is that your TwitchCon pass?
No, that's business cards.
Oh, that's your business. That's even more badass. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Um,
You don't know
but
how many
yeah,
follows I've gotten from my business card. Some of the I have to replace the one in the back of my phone because I had to give it away to somebody. They saw it and they're like, "What's that?" And we're just like, "Oh, it's my business card. Here, take it." Like just while I was
yep,
out. You'd be surprised how far a business card goes in 2022. Like definitely nowhere near as far as what it used to 5 years ago because everything is virtual. But that QR code gives you all of my socials.
yep. And that's that. I mean, that was nicely. It looked nice. It's clean.
A
It was
lot
clean looking.
a lot of people like it, and I'm happy because like when I ship stuff out, I'll throw a business card in. I have 500 of them, and I'm gonna make more before TwitchCon if I need to. I'm
Yep.
bringing at least 200 with me, and it's not like I just have them loosely in my pocket. I even have a business card holder. Like I've done sales for 2 years. I know that you pull something like this out, it's a conversation piece without even the business card.
Yep.
You just pull out the holder. They're like, "Is that your wallet?" I'm like, "No," and I pop it open. I'm like, "No, it's my business card," and you could talk about it. Like
That is.
you talking about knowing how to network yourself and knowing how to sell yourself and knowing how to connect with people. It's always something that I go back to is as shitty as the job was and how mentally draining it was for me to do, I did straight commission sales for 20 months. And
Oh my lord.
for a year of it, I was an assistant manager turned into a hiring assistant manager, turned into a team lead without the title. Yeah, I'm running a floor of like 7 people around my age, and they're looking up to me at the age of 19 years old on straight commission, and their income relies on me closing deals. You talk about mentally draining, that's where it is, but some of the strongest life lessons I've ever learned have come from that job, and one of them is being able to sell yourself. I could sell ice to an Eskimo. Like, it's just genuinely one of the best things, and being able to just talk and not give a flying fuck if somebody doesn't like it,
Yep.
right? But
Oh.
to kind of switch everything around into a more positive note, we have been flying through this. We are an hour into this podcast, and usually I get to this segment quicker, but I feel like we might go a little bit longer than an hour and a half because I forgot a lot. But
That's okay.
we like to do a little 20 questions here, 20 rapid fire questions, gets to know you a little bit better.
Oh shit. Okay.
First answer that comes to your mind. If you want to build a story on one of these answers, feel free. Even though it is rapid fire, it's conversation, right?
Okay.
Um,
Bet.
but since we have Casey in chat, I want to see if Casey calls you out on any of your answers. It's gonna be funny.
Oh, she will.
Are
she
you
ain't
ready?
shy. That's why I'm honest. Yeah, I'm ready.
What's your favorite day of the week?
Wednesday.
Favorite city in the U.S. besides the ones that you've lived in?
Besides the one that I've lived in,
Yeah.
there was a Casey. I might need your help with this. It's the Laguna Beach, California. We saw a homeless guy on a mattress that was down there. The way the sun touched the water, never seen it anywhere else like that. So Laguna Beach is like by far one of my favorite places that I've ever not lived in.
Living his best life.
The dude had like 2 double air mattresses stacked on top of each other, and there was a small plot of grass that was maybe like 10 by 10 in whatever. It was a circle, but it was, like 10 feet or whatever in
Yeah.
diameter. And he was just propped down in the middle of it, his blankets, chilling out, had his backpack next to him. I don't know if he had like any food or anything, but he was just there in the middle, like right out in front of the beach, just watching the sun go down, living his best damn life. It was amazing. Yeah, we were both jealous of him.
That's just a vibe. Favorite holiday?
My birthday.
You're not the you're not the first person to answer that way. First celebrity crush? You're old enough to say the Queen.
Beyonce, bro.
Oh, damn.
Hey, let's be real. And then Ryan Reynolds, and then others, but yeah.
Ryan Reynolds all the time. Place you want to travel to the most with no COVID restrictions, like once COVID's gone, even though it probably will never be.
I don't like traveling that much.
Okay.
So for me, it would probably be just like somewhere on the Pacific Northwest, not having to worry about traveling around in there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that if like if I was to answer this as like thinking outside of myself a little bit, Casey would love to go on a fucking cruise, and I'd love to make that happen for her. But I know COVID restrictions are stupid.
They very much are. Lighter one, cake or pie?
Cake.
Okay. Favorite ice cream flavor? This is gonna make or break the podcast.
It's like so fucking generic. It's dumb, dude. I love cookie dough ice cream, but do it like in a stupid way, and then mint chocolate chip.
I'm happy. This podcast can continue. You said mint chocolate chip. Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Have I ever what?
Worn socks with sandals.
Yes. Yes.
Side question: does Casey hate you for it?
She has given me a hard time for it. She called me an old man.
Believable. On a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you at keeping secrets?
I'm a solid 9.
Good. Anybody who says 10 is lying.
Die. It will go through the grave with me.
Anybody who says 10 is lying, because realistically, if you have a partner, there's always a secret or two that goes to me and the partner, kind of thing.
That's why I say 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the honest answer. Anybody who says 10 is lying. We stand behind that. Big dogs or small dogs?
For me personally, medium-sized puppies.
All I see is a doggo butt. Yeah, all I'm seeing is doggo leg spread.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. I can see the whole dog, and he's just chilling like a villain.
Come here.
Look at him.
I show everybody so they know I'm not just petting some weird like stuffed animals bottom half.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, what happened to his paw?
He went to the groomers on Tuesday and they nicked him. So they paid for the whole vet bill. They paid for the antibiotics, and that's a just in case. He didn't actually get like scratched that bad.
Yeah.
And he's just got that on him to keep it like clean for the next few days. He's going back on Friday. They are paying for the entire grooming visit, everything that I was going to get done beforehand, and then a little extra. So.
Aw, he's so cute.
And the person that nicked him, when I walked in, I was like, so because they called me, told me they took him to the vet. I was like, so is my dog scared of you? She's like, what? It's like, that's all that fucking matters to me. Is he scared of you? And she brought him out to me, and he was all over her. And I was like, so do you want another chance? She said, I would like to pay for it as well. And I said, well, you're not going to pay for it. Your business is, PetSmart will. But yeah, no, that'd be awesome. We can schedule it. So I'm taking him in tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's awesome. Like you
Yep.
just got to give somebody a chance because at the end of the day, accidents happen, right?
Oh yeah.
You can't control everything. I nick myself shaving all the time. You think I'm afraid of a razor? Nope.
No. I mean, one of my core community members, Noodle. I mean, somebody like project manager would never guess it, but Noodle's first experience with me, I banned him from my chat because he was a little piece of shit. He was just like tossing me a hard time, and then he DM'd me because he's friends with one of my mods, and he was like, "Hey man, I completely understand that is not what's welcome in your chat." And I said, "Yeah, dude, I don't have a problem with you trolling me. I don't have a problem with you being a dick, but the words like CUNT, stay the heck out of my chat. I'll tell you that much right now."
Fair. That's
Um,
like my favorite swear word, but I know the culture of your chat and I can't say
yeah.
that.
And so like 3 months down the line though, he's one of my VIPs. He didn't have to pay for the VIP thing. He just gets it accumulated. So like I personally believe in second chances die hard. And he's mentioned it to me a few different times. He's like, dude, I'm so happy you gave me that second chance. I'm like, I've modded him for like weeks at a time to help me with certain things at times too.
Yeah. Nah, I
So
can understand that. Like, my community members know I'm going to call them out if they're here. Agile was one message away from getting banned, and now he's one of the core members. Like, he's almost there for VIP. He's about to get it through channel points. But, like, we talk about it on stream every once in a while. He is the most recent prime example of, like, I'm going to give you warnings. If you respect my warning, then we can go further. But, like, he was on a 3 strikes drought, and he was at 2.9.
2.9.
He was at 2.9. Like
He was right
I
there,
was
man.
generous on the third strike, and it didn't happen. But what's your favorite or dream car?
The Skyline from Fast and the Furious, the original one that Brian drives.
What?
The second one, sorry. Too
How are
Fast and
we
Furious
not
at the
best
beginning of that.
friends
Oh
now, bro?
God, that's
I
like the
just
best car
got
on the
this
fucking
shirt.
planet,
It's
dude.
not the Skyline, but you'll respect it.
Oh, 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 let me see it.
You'll respect it.
Oh my gosh, dude. Respect. That's clean. That
I
looks clean.
almost got
Wait,
the Skyline one, but I was like, the Super design's just slightly
yeah.
better. Like,
It
on that
looks
design.
the lines look really good with the tree too on the Supra a lot. Like that looks really good.
And then I also got this Attack on Titan sweatshirt. But,
Oh damn.
yeah. I'm loving this sweatshirt. But Skyline, yes. Oh, I love it. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? It could
Fried
have
rice.
variants. Damn, that was
I've
quick.
I've been asked that many times, and it would not have to be anybody's fried rice. Like, and this isn't like to suck Casey's dick or anything like that. Casey makes the best fried rice that I've had out of any place that out here. I'd want her fried rice, her chicken fried rice.
There, okay. Giving or getting presents.
Um, I like to give
I
more
was
than I like to get, but I don't like ruining getting presents.
okay. Okay. Because I was gonna say, by the way that you said your birthday is your favorite holiday, I was gonna say is getting then your favorite because you just want to spoil yourself for that one day of the year.
Yeah, basically that's the one day of the year that I feel like I can kind of put my hands up and get spoiled rather than any other fucking holiday. It's like I have the Sheldon mentality about it. I'm not sure if you've seen the Big Bang Theory, but like
Yep.
somebody spends $20 on me, I want to spend $20 on them or try to, and
Yep.
it's draining a little bit mentally for somebody who wants to do that, even if say like financially that's just unattainable at that time. It is definitely something that you'd want to
Facts.
aspire to do.
Yep. 100% I agree with that. Pizza or pasta?
Um, ooh, that's actually a really good question. If I had to pick between pizza or pasta,
Yep.
I'd want pizza. Really,
Okay.
I'd want pizza.
Favorite video game series of all time?
Halo.
Rocket League.
Fuck no. Rocket League's my favorite free pickup game that's ever come out. But if we're talking about like my pastime memories, staying up late, playing games with my cousin, getting taught how to play a game from my uncle, first video game I ever played with my dad and my mom, the first game I ever watched my mom be on the ranked leaderboards on, which was insane. Halo. My family, Halo. Fucking love
Casey's
that game.
saying wow was her guess.
You're gonna guess World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft definitely it's up there. It's up there. But if we're talking about like a franchise of a whole
Yeah,
gaming series,
franchise, it's
it'd be
Halo.
Halo. It'd be Halo.
What age do you want to retire?
40.
That's a really good number.
Yep. I feel like if I can hit that at 40, then I have the rest of my life to spend time really focusing on the things that I view like to be important and that I'm
Yeah.
passionate about. And if Casey and I have everything in line the way that we want within the next, for me, it'd be 11 years. For her, it would be 14 years. Then
Damn,
we
you're a
will
boomer.
have the ability to do that. So
I'm sorry. Damn, you're a boomer.
I am a boomer. I am. I'm a little bit older, but um, I've also I don't know, man. I'm young at heart, bro. That's all I
It
can say.
works. It
Yep.
definitely works. As long as you feel young, you are young. I mean,
Yep.
as stupid as that sounds and weird as it
No,
sounds,
it's a true ass statement.
like I feel
Like
45. I'm 22.
exactly. You're as old as you feel. You can. I mean, you talk to some of the people on the planet, or look at, not talk to. Sorry, pardon me. I'm not an ignorant person. I know that I'm not going to have the ability to talk to them. If you look at some of like the articles that are written about like some of the oldest people on the planet, the reason that they feel that they've been able to maintain is because they don't feel like they're 120 fucking years old. Even if they're 100 or 102 or whatever, they feel like they're 80 or 60 or 50. They
Yep.
still have that young spirit, which at the end of the day, your mind is going to help keep you sane. So I try to keep myself happy and sane.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
LA or New York? Which would
I've
you
never
rather
been to
live
New
in?
York, and I know that I would not like to revisit LA, so I would say New York.
I'm gonna say New York is way overrated. What's your favorite clothing brand right now? Plug your merch. If you got merch, plug it. I know that was your thought. Do it.
I don't have any merch. I've actually been like, speaking of merch, I've been trying to figure out how to get merch without feeling like my community members are going to get scammed when they buy it. Um
That's a
I,
conversation we
I
can have
I
off stream.
I would say like I don't know what brand is at Target, but Target has some badass shirts. Like I go to Target for a lot of my clothes.
It's like how Walmart has George. Like
Yeah,
that's their
essentially.
main brand. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Target branded clothes.
Yep.
I like it. I like it.
Yep.
Last one. Scale from 1 to 10. How good at you at trivia?
Oh, can we have like, or it was like a
General knowledge.
generalized trivia,
General
general
knowledge.
knowledge? 4.
We'll
I
find
told
out at the end of
DMs.
this podcast.
I told you at the end of the DMs, man. I was like, I am socially and politically unaware,
Yeah.
and then there's also just a lot of things that I've never experienced or done in my life. So a solid 4.
Oh, none of that's related to this trivia, so you might do a little bit better than a 4. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we like to end off the
Okay.
podcast with a little trivia to kind of have a friendly competition amongst the guests.
Okay.
Currently,
Bet.
right now, for the recorded and live episodes, 10 is the record out of 16. And then the past two
Okay.
guests have gotten 7. So let's see if you could beat the 10 here in a little bit. But
Dude, you
uh,
just told me I had to get more than 7, or I'm gonna be worse than the last 2 people that
yep,
came on
you're
here.
gonna be lowest if you get less than 7. I'm putting the pressure on you.
Gosh damn it! All right, let's
But
do it.
something you've mentioned a few times throughout this podcast is kind of how your community started and the core members of it. Casey, and along with your high school friends, right? We jokingly talked about you being the pretty boy, the athlete, and everything like that. But you also mentioned how you've been to parties. It's how your Dirty Mike name came about. I want to talk about before you started streaming, your lifestyle, how you were, and kind of the man that you have become, the family man, the caring individual that you have become. Before all of that, what pushed you to that point? And I have a few key words that lead to some stories I've been told about you. And I feel like these are funny enough to be talked about on stream.
Okay.
None of them are bad.
I don't care if they're bad.
But I'm going to say a couple keywords based on a story, and I want you to just walk us through what happened in these situations. The first one I have is Paradiso and Bleach.
Oh, okay. So this would be like the first time that I ever went to any form of a live music festival ever. And this not just was a live music festival. This was my very first concert, and it was also, if I remember correctly, this was the second time that I had gone to Paradiso, because the first time I went, I didn't dye my hair. Actually, no. So this wouldn't have been the very first time I went. This was the second time that I went to Paradiso. and I dyed my hair green and purple down the middle of it. And we went to a 3-day rave festival. Um, yeah, Paradiso was a lot of fun that year. And then I believe that was the same year I got a ticket on the way home from some douchebag cop through Tumwater when I was going 70 with everybody else, but they just decided to pull me over.
I can understand being randomly selected in a situation like that.
I called him out for it in court. No, wait, I didn't call him out for it in court. I called him out for it there. I was like, you kidding me? This is bullshit. I don't remember ever paying that ticket.
So are you telling me to delete this VOD after just so it's not on the record?
No, I'm just saying, like, I probably paid the ticket knowing Casey, who she is, but thinking back now, because this was years ago, like, I don't remember ever paying the ticket. I just remember how pissed off I was about that, dude.
What made you go to like a rave event like that as one of your first concert experiences? Oh,
I am
yeah.
the product. I'm the product of a 36-hour acid trip that my parents had. That was what they told me on my 18th birthday. So, I've
Wait a
always been a
fucking
little
minute.
bit more inclined to the EDM scene and going to like raves and stuff. And my buddy John and really liked like Paradiso and the idea of it and like it being a festival. So we went to it.
Uh,
Your mom just rolled.
I'm sorry, a 36-hour acid trip. Like you hear Valentine's Day children, you hear, baby boomers after the war just fucking like mad lads. You hear all of these different stories. Never in my life have I heard you've been the result of an acid trip. Like that is a statement. That is a conversation that you could have around a fire with deep dish. Like,
Oh my gosh.
you could act like you're on a radio talk show around a campfire with your friends talking about that story, huh?
Yep.
Well, that's another one that we could get into, but I don't have it written down.
The purest of unions. Agreed. I agree.
Second one, probably my favorite. Jello shots.
Oh
Brother-in-law.
God. Jello shots. Oh my
There it
fucking
is.
God.
There it is.
Oh, I don't know if that was Josh's 21st or his 22nd birthday, man, but we were all taking Jello shots, and I couldn't hang, man. Trolley, I don't drink, and you've probably never seen me drink on stream, and nobody ever will. Like, I do not drink, man. I don't hold my alcohol that well. I'm a big stoner for a reason. Like, oh my God, I think I was puking behind the bushes, and I laid on the ground for a while, and then I remember one thing about these people. Like, I'm a clean person, bro. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about this. I'm a clean person. This was disgusting. Everybody in the house put me in this motherfucker on their couch, and it smelled like dog. Like, and I'm not talking about like how my dog smells, okay? Because he's got a light odor right now because
Yeah.
he needs a bath. I'm talking about fuck, like anal gland excrete. And then they covered me in a blanket that smelled like the same thing and walked the hell away from me. So I'm like gagging on the couch that they put me on that I'm laying on. They probably don't even know this part about that story. That part was fucking horrible. Hey, she was a beautiful dog, but she smelled horrible. She was horrible smelling. So yeah, I remember that day. That was horrible. That was a fucking horrible day.
Yeah, from what I've heard, you are the lightest of lightweights, and you thought you could hang on a 21st, and no.
No. They had a thing called the game, and you'd spin like a little I don't know, like a fucking Uno wheel, not like an Uno, like a I don't know, it's one of
A
those little
twister
spin
wheel?
wheels, and you land on the color. Yeah, twister
Yeah.
wheel, right? And if you spun it and you'd land on like one bowl and a shot, or two bowls and two shots, or two bowls and three shots, or there was just a variety of things that you would
Holy
land on.
shit.
And so they were playing. That's the game that they play when my family goes camping. It's insane. And so they were playing that, and I tried to keep up with them with Jello shots
Mm-hmm.
and bowls. And oh my Lord Almighty! Still to this day, I don't think I've had a Jello shot since. To be real. And I probably won't.
That's why I chose that as the keyword, because I'm like, oh, this go get a reaction. They're just like Jello shots. Oh no.
No.
Final one.
Oh.
Easter egg hunt.
Oh, the Easter egg hunt that we had just before we moved out of Washington.
This
Oh, that one was so much fun.
This is something that I would have loved to have been a part of.
Oh my God, we got all of our friends together, and me and Casey got a bunch of like little adult toys, like little tiny like cock rings that you can put on yourself and like have vibrate and stuff. And like some weed and little alcohol and actual candy. And we decked all these eggs out. Casey, mad shout out to Casey every Easter. Matt, yeah, 400 plus eggs. I
Huh?
packed maybe 50 of them. And then we hid all of these eggs throughout this, like, because me and Casey at the time were living at her grandma's house and we were living down in the basement. And so we laid these eggs out all over grandma's property, man, all over the place. It was a grand old fucking time. It was an amazing time. Ah, yep,
Well,
an adult Easter egg hunt. Exactly.
an
It was
adult
awesome.
Easter. Oh my god. Like,
Yep.
that's just insane to think about. And the fact that you're telling me 400 eggs, every single
Yeah.
egg had something in it.
Yep. Yep. Some of them had money in it. Some of them just had candy. Some of them had like a cock ring and some candy. Some of them had like a gram. Some of them had like a joint. Some of them had a bottle. There was people showed like the bags that everybody had. It was a lot of fun. Everybody sitting down in because at Casey's grandma's house, technically Casey had her room was the whole basement, and then
Mhm.
I paid for my own separate living space, which is where I streamed out of for that first month that I streamed, right? But that was like my room because Casey and I notoriously at the time were bad sleepers. She moves a lot in her sleep or did at the time. Um, and so everybody's sitting on the floor in her room, just like opening all of these eggs, and the amazement that was just like the awestruck everybody, like, what the fuck is in here? Oh my god, dude, I got, holy shit, is that a cock ring? Give me that. And like really? Casey, Mike, are you guys kidding me?
Triple XL thong?
Oh, yep,
Wait a
somebody wore
minute.
that. Yep. Oh my god, it was great. Oh, it was so much great. Offensive size toys, yes, project manager. Yes, they were.
So
Oh, that's a member of the PCG community. Offensive. He's if you ever see somebody come into your chat that just types in all caps, he's basically legally blind. And he's my buddy.
I love that. I type in all caps all the time just because I want attention. But another thing that every person has outside of the streaming world, whether you do it now or if you've done it in the past, is just hobbies in general. Some people start streaming as a hobby, as we talked about earlier, and I feel like for you, streaming started as a hobby, started as something that you just wanted to build, and you briefly mentioned it. You didn't want anybody to feel like the back burner, right? But
Yep.
that was during the rebrand. But as Dirty Mike, maybe there was a different reasoning behind the streaming. With
Oh,
Casey, with Alley Cakes, with all your other friends who backed you into this streaming journey at the beginning, what was the main motivation?
um, I honestly I don't know what the hell their reason was for backing me because I was just extremely selfish back then. My motivation was let me make sure I phrase this properly. I don't like giving a fuck about what people think, and I have always wanted to make a name for myself as an entertainer in some manner, shape, and or form.
Mm-hmm.
I initially, when I first started out as a streamer, was under the impression that how I was going to make my name as an entertainer was going to be by being an entertaining Shroud like video game player. I
Yeah.
wanted to be Shroud or Ninja or something in that line. And Shroud and Ninja and everybody up there in that echelon of playing, even Nick Merckx, like I know that they all have their wholesome moments, but like in perspective, you look at their stream, they are not watching their chat. They don't give a fuck. They
No.
are doing their thing and you are there to watch them do their thing.
Yep.
When I sat down and I started streaming, I felt like I wanted to just do my thing and have people just show up and bow to me. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking because that was the wrong way to go about it 100%.
Yep.
And now I still show up and do my thing, but the way I approach it is not in any way, shape, and form of the way that I used to approach it. And I am quite happy with the community that I have created and the people that I have around. And you also are not somebody like you're one of one of like a handful of people that have told me that people from my Discord will come in and hang out with you when they see that you're live because it'll pop up in my area as well. Um, I never in a million worlds would have dreamed that members of my community would have done something like that. So it's That's just insane.
Coming to hang out is the tip of the iceberg with what some of your community members have done for our community. I mentioned a name earlier, Ripper, Jay Ripper,
Yeah, I
2003.
miss
I
him.
haven't seen him in forever. I know that kid is busy,
Yeah, I
but
DM'd him recently and he hasn't replied. So I know that he saw it. He's alive. He was playing Xbox recently. That's good. I don't bug people when they're
yeah,
out and about. But just had to make sure that it's been like 3 months since I've talked to him.
yep.
He is alive. If you don't know, he's
Thank
good.
God.
He like you said, he's busy as hell. And he's been playing a crap load of Elden Ring on Xbox. So
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, people do fade out of Twitch eventually. It's just human nature, right? You can't be
yeah,
entertained by one thing for your entire life. But that kid in 1 month pretty much single-handedly paid my rent.
holy shit.
Yeah. And like I've had a couple conversations with him outside of stream and stuff like that. And I don't like to talk about the quote unquote juicers, but one of his first messages was, "Hey, I'm from Backburner's Discord." And that has stuck. And ever since Ripper, so many other people have come in like, "Hey, I saw you were live from Burner's Discord, coming to show some love." And it's just insane to think that your Discord community, let alone your Twitch community, because it is separate, but there might be a lot of overlapping members, is something that powerful, that strong, that committed, that loyal, whatever word you want to use.
That
Because
open-minded.
I know so many other larger streamers, right? Partnered streamers who have tight-knit Discords, right? We mentioned one of them earlier, sorry. But the way that your Discord is set up to promote those other streamers that you feel like deserve the promotion, and I'm first off honored to be part of that, is second to none. And I'm a person that my community knows. I follow almost 1,100 streamers right now, like on Twitch. It's ridiculous. I have, like you talked about notifications. I have mine off on my phone.
Yep.
I won't turn them on because of how many people I follow. But there is that core group that is always ever expanding, and I'm always keeping an eye on. Like, I roughly have an idea on their schedule, and I will pull up their stream and lurk on them when I'm live. I'm always making sure I have at least 2 tabs up.
Same. At least 2 people every stream, because if you have decent internet and a decent computer, you can hang on
Easy.
two streams and do your thing.
Easy. Discords, I've cleaned up. Cat, I've cleaned up, but we're back up to like 100 Discords.
I think I was here the day that you did that live and you were like, yeah, I'm following like 1,100 people. And then you looked, and I didn't know this until that day, but I was only following like less than 100. And you're like, holy shit, I'm on that list. Now I'm following probably close to 200 because of PCG's kind of influenced. There was that big legendary week where everybody's popping into everybody's chats.
Oh, yeah.
That was I have unlocked my maximum number of VIP slots because of this game.
Holy
I have 80
shit.
VIP slots.
I have 75. What the fuck? What am I missing?
Yep. I have had 120 people chat in my chat at one time because a fucking Pokemon spawned and everybody flooded to my chat.
That's insane. And that in one time, I believe, is in with like a 5 or 10 minute window, which is insane to think about.
And it was nuts. I was like, there was a clip of it. I like stopped playing and everything because my computer was already having problems that day.
Yeah.
Because of an update that I failed to do before stream, and I found that out later on that day.
Oh no.
But so I was having issues and I was playing Elden Ring, and then just my chat just swarmed and like emote spam starts happening, and I have the fucking emote wall extension, so I immediately reach over, turned that off, turned off my alerts, turned off my Capamon, so that all stopped, and I just sat there and just watched it. I was like, good luck everybody on your catch. I am the epitome of a broken small streamer right now. Hi.
I feel that. Like, I've removed the emote explosion because there was one moment I got gifted 100 subs at once, and that shit almost crashed my entire PC. And I have it to where it's like 250 emotes in action. So you take in 25,000 emotes flooding on my screen over the course of like 20 seconds,
Oh my lord, dude.
I dropped down to about 0.5 frames a second. The clip is still on the channel somewhere. It's Lord Pretzel gifting me 100 subs, and that man followed 2 minutes before he gifted.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
That type of stuff is insane. That individual coming through, making your day, helping you, bless you like that. That's nuts.
I purposely went longer on stream because they said why it happened, and it was another person, or it was another streamer who I've known for a couple months at that point. He was like, they were friends, and they were looking for another person to gift to, because this guy got like a military bonus, and he already at that point gifted like 350 subs out to streamers that he already watched. And he's like, I want to gift it to somebody who I don't know. Wow. And my name was the only one that came up.
That's...
And it was like, I'm just going to fuck with him. And he said this to me, and I still think that there's a clip somewhere of this. He's like, I'm going to fuck with him. I'm going to follow, not say a single word, drop 100 gifted. And to be like, oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
That I'm like,
I'm new.
I was crying. It was insane. And then he's like, so what do you do? And I start talking, gifts another 20 to interrupt me. Like, on purpose. He's like, sorry, my finger slipped. Anyways, can you continue? Does another 20. And then...
Oh my god.
I finally get through it. We start talking for a little bit. Like, I'm starstruck at this point. Gets another 10 right before he leaves. I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now? Because at this point, they confessed. I'm like, can we just hop in a call and figure out I want to hear the story behind what happened here and why the fuck you're being so generous. Like, I just thought it was one of those fucking millionaires that just pop on Twitch and pop off like once every 3 months. But no, they told me about it, and I was just honored to be a part of that list, and still to this day, because of him and one other event that happened like 3 weeks before then, that's been my all-time sub record of like 500 and something subs. Or sorry, almost 500. It was like 482, but it was over 500 sub points. Ridiculous amount.
Damn.
And I'm just honored to be a part of that. And, you know, when I hit partner, even if I don't ever break that sub record, I'm already going to have like 25 emote slots because of that. Because your emote slots go based on your sub points. So my next one at an unlock is 600.
Yep, same here, because my current record, because of one of my IRL friends, Moonblaze, sat right behind me one day while I was live, and 50 bombed me 3 fucking times through the course of a stream. Because I was like, hey guys, you know, I'm hanging out. We've got 10 average viewers at the time, and I'm hanging out. Moonblaze is here, one of our core VIP community members at the time. He's actually one of my mods. He was helping me get back into streaming. Bullshitting with him, and I kind of like, the last one he did, he was out in my living room because I turned around and beat him up 2 times before that. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Oh my gosh. Then because of him, and then the rest of it, because that was all around the month of June, I had 483 was my sub point max. So I didn't hit over 500, but that's been the like, if you go in my channel ! sub goal, it's to break that. And if that ever gets broken, then I'm doing a 24-hour stream in the unicorn onesie.
What's funny is too about that, doing my research, found out you had way more subs and followers when that shit happened.
I did.
At your birthday. I did. You had like 370 followers and 480 subs.
Yeah.
Like,
it was insane.
That is fucking nuts to think about. It's funny, but it's nuts.
Dude, I couldn't sleep for like 3 days. Jesus. I got like 2 hours of sleep over the course of 3 days because I was so just high on life and juiced up. Like, there's so much belief in me. Holy fuck. Like, it was insane. It really was. It was insane.
Talking about the hobbies though, like we talked about how streaming kind of, it could have been a hobby, but for you, you were a dickhead at the time. You wanted to be self-centered. You wanted to be, you know, the king of Twitch.
Yep.
Right off the gate. Right? But hobbies-wise, an interest at least that we both share is Dragon Ball. When I first met you and how I rated you was because you had Trunks and Tien in the background.
Oh, I still got those, yeah.
Those caught my attention, and that's how I rated you.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you
These
can't
haven't.
tell, I mean, chat can't see it right now, but my obvious One Piece collection, my emotes, based on that hit anime Demon Titan, those are fucking insane, dude.
These were made for me for my birthday in 2019 by one of my friends' girlfriends. She makes perlers. They have an entire wall with every single Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kai, and Dragon Ball Super character that have all come in like 6 or 7 different stages and variations of Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, the future Trunks like I have here. They have a massive 6-piece Shenron that covers up like a chunk, like almost as big as the fucking poster that's behind me. And she made all of them. It's a huge hobby of hers during COVID. She is insanely good at them. She started to sell them actually. If I could find her Instagram, I could plug her, and then I could plug her to you
Please.
and get you because I know that she has been enjoying them. But the reason those got taken down off the wall is because this got put up,
Yeah.
and then I've got all these illuminated unicorn and like I've got right now I'm looking at a let me grab it 1 second. Yeah,
It's just
this has to go up on the wall.
that's dope as shit.
Yep. And this was my community members that I know that are like out here in Montana, Johnny Toaster and Mickey Rose
Yeah.
stopped by my house one day and were like, "Hey, we want to bless you with something." And they just handed me a bunch of unicorn stuff. I was like, "No fucking way. You guys are way too kind. Sit down. I'm making dinner." And I like just kind of made them stay for dinner.
That's insane.
Yeah.
To be able to have dinner with like the community members as well. That's something that you don't hear
Oh yeah.
often. But
No,
holy
it's
fuck.
it's a lot of fun. Whenever Johnny and Kelly come around, because they they don't have good internet right now, so whenever they watch me, Johnny's actually one of my mods, and then Kelly, the only reason she's not one of my mods is just because she's too fucking busy.
Mhm.
Um, but whenever they come around, it's only on mobile data, and so like they're like, I know that some people out there are like I don't mean to say this in like a bad way or down talk anybody, but like you have real ones when they show up on their fucking mobile data and they have 2 bars of service and they have to drop your quality down to 160 and you're still cutting in and out and they're putting up with it to hear you just in case you need something from them because they're a mod or because they're listening in to hear if you like something that you saw at the store the other day that they want to buy for you the next time they're out. And it's
Mhm.
not because they don't have the financial means to. Clearly, they're buying me fucking presents. They just don't live in an area of the country that offers internet that's acceptable. They get less than a megabyte up and down.
I love the fact that two of my mods are just, speaking up because they're on mobile, yet they both watch on Wi-Fi. Y'all don't count. Y'all fucking suck. Exclamation point
Y'all
mods in
don't
chat,
count.
right? Exclamation
Yep,
point
yep.
mod in chat, or mods, sorry. For anybody who might not know, my mods smell really bad.
My mods smell. And speaking of mods, I actually like shout out to Riz, the person who's here. I don't even know if he has audio on right now because he's out on his vacation with his family. He is when at the beginning of the year, I had a nice little transition happened. It was kind of a big um it felt like a smack in the face at the time, but it wasn't a smack in the face. The more information I gained out of it, it actually was just a really shitty timing situation for multiple people at once.
Mhm.
But I had 3 of my members of my moderation team leave me within a week. They're still parts of my community. They still come by. They're still all VIPs. I mean, one of them actually now in 4 months down the line, he's gotten his mod position back because he's asked for it. Like, hey man, I now am not as busy as I was with my job. I have
Mhm.
the ability to put time back into the channel the way that I want to. Can I be a mod again? Yeah, dude, fucking A. That's Bonkai.
Yeah.
Riz was the only one. I literally reached out to him because everybody else reached out to me. I was like, hey man, I mean, fuck, everybody else is doing it. What do you want to do? Riss is like, I am not going anywhere. I don't know what everybody's problem is, dude. You're good. And I was like, all right. And then I found out that it wasn't anybody's problem. It's just, like
Coincidence.
it really was a matter of a really shitty coincidence at that time.
Yeah.
Um, Roadhog starting his new basketball season and trying to focus on his stream and knowing that I'm not a fan of having content creators as my moderators because of the fact that I don't like that conflict of interest. Had it once with Lebrando 25 back when I was his mod, and I did not like that. The day that I unmodded, he didn't fucking like it. He's unfollowed me and hated it. So
Yep, I'm not a fan of having other content creators as mods because every streamer is different, every community is different, and there is a high chance that at least one decision that they do will be influenced by what they do, what they're
yep.
custom to, not what your community is based on. And that's
Yep.
why I didn't like. A couple of my mods do stream from time to time, like Freshco and Invited, but it's not like they're pursuing it like we do,
Exactly.
right?
Like Johnny, he's a VTuber, but I don't remember the last time he had the ability to go live.
Yeah.
He now edits my YouTube videos.
At the end of the day, it's just everybody's different. Every streamer's different, and I won't mod a streamer. At least right now, I will not mod a streamer that is also pursuing streaming like I am or relatively close to what I'm doing. I might meme mod a streamer one day, right? Knowing that they're not gonna do anything, but like that's just for them to have the sword and the brag about it. But at the end of the day, like if things were to go south, God forbid, knock on wood, that mod sword's pulled right away. But I think in a professional manner, if we were like best friends and then it kind of went south, nothing's ever gonna happen in a bad sense, but you can never be too sure. My community knows there's
Yep.
been a member that tried to destroy my name in my chat and accuse me of shit that I've never done, nor do I ever hope to hear anybody does. The R word as an example.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Like while live, I'm getting accused of that shit, and I'm just like, nah, homie, get out of here. And it was all because I did not
Yep.
accept an apology.
Well, it's your okay. That's where I don't know. It's your opinion,
Yeah.
and it's their opinion, and so you're entitled to your fucking opinion, and you don't have to accept anybody's apology. But I don't know. The way that I see it is, for example, like if I offend you,
Yeah.
I step on your toes, I piss you off, whatever the fuck you want to refer to it as, and then I reach out as a person
Yep.
to person. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. I don't fucking care if you actually accept my apology or not, Trolleyzz.
Yeah.
I've done my part. I've
Yep.
spoken my piece. I am as my soul is clean, bro.
Yep.
So that person getting pissy, just like they need to get the fuck over themselves.
And
Best way I can put it.
here's the thing. That like defamation of character was before and after the apology. A month
Oh my lord.
before, that's what broke up the friendship because it came out of buttfuck nowhere. And then a month later, comes back apologizing, crying. I'm like, hey, appreciate it. Understand you're in a tough spot, but I'm not accepting your apology. Hope you do well with your streaming career, but consider me out, right? I just
Yep.
don't want to be around it. And then later that night, comes in defamation of character on steroids, and that's kind of when just pulled the plug on him.
Yep. No more of that bullshit.
Like,
That's
exactly.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, I hate Twitch drama, and I only bring it up because it's a meme at this point.
Yep.
But
Massively a fucking meme.
it, it really is. But
It's so easy to avoid it. Like I tell people all the time, new content creators in my like you were talking about well earlier on. Don't be shy to ban somebody, to time somebody out. Like it is your place. Think of it like your bedroom, okay? And everybody that's possibly walking by, you have your door open.
yep,
Okay. So they are walking into your room, and this is your comfort zone, your space. You got your posters on the wall, you got your unicorn shit or your Dragon Ball stuff or whatever the hell you like. It's
yep,
your space. They're coming to your place. Do not allow them to turn your place into a not comfortable place. As that. Not only is it going to make people that are already sitting on the couch behind you get up and leave
yep,
because they think you're a pussy. It's going to deter anybody walking by, looking in, and going, oh, hey, that guy sitting there playing games really is just getting shat on and walked on by everybody around him. Yeah, let's totally come in and be part of that.
yep.
Nobody's going to fight your battles for you.
Nobody.
No one. Especially not a random viewer on Twitch. I'm like one of the only people that'll go into a chat and see somebody being a dick and be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, that's it. I'll just like tell the streamer, like, hey, you can ban that person just by clicking a single button next to their name. It's really that fucking simple.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And then you see messages deleted. You're just like,
Yep.
how
Like,
you doing, by the way? And then those people, I've only had that a few times, but I'll hang out with them for a while to make sure that they regain their day a little bit.
yeah. Nah, I get that. The only people that will quote unquote fight your battles or just fight people in chat are usually the mods. Like
Yep.
realistically, like the mod crew, as much as we hate on them, we meme at them. You love your mod crew. I love my mod crew. But at the end of the day, they are what keeps the stream alive. They are the people that dedicate their time to pretty much work for free to keep your stream running, to make it easier for you to provide that entertainment to everybody else. And like, even though I jokingly tell my mods that they fucking suck, I'm nothing without my mods. So,
Yep.
um,
And I say it all the time. I'm nothing without the people around me, and you know that to be true firsthand. I've heard you say that and epitomize that in your
mhm.
actions.
It's literally, it's that simple. As much as I hate the mods, I love them, and I can't be anywhere without them. When he's a dick, he's showing appreciation. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That really is.
Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, the mods are gonna be like the only people that will quote unquote fight a battle for you. But you got to stand your ground, and if you don't, then people will leave, because
Yeah.
if you don't kind of set your rules and stick to them, who else will?
Yeah, exactly. Like, remain consistent, stand on your own moral ground. And I know firsthand, like, when I come into anybody's chat, if I watch that type of situation, man, like, I'll speak up as a viewer, but I'm also going to watch as a viewer and see how you handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I'm going to say, like, I will hang out with those people that have had those bad days, and I'll help them fight that battle for a moment. I don't go back to their streams afterwards. I'm not going to put myself in a situation to fight your battle again because I saw it one time and can't help myself and just say something. That doesn't mean that now intentionally I'm going to recircle back around. If there's incentive to circle back around, then we circle back around, where it's even just like hover, for example,
Yeah.
an amazing incentive builder. I saw an awesome clip from somebody. If it was somebody who I had helped in the past and had that type of experience with and was maybe a little bit hesitant to go back into their chat 2-3 months down the line, seeing a kick-ass clip and a positive person in a hover clip, I'm a lot more inclined to visit that Twitch page and see what that channel's been in the last 3 months, rather than never giving them another opportunity because they're failing to ever put themselves out there in a variety of areas. That's
Yeah.
another thing people lack, and that's one thing I'd probably add to the list if we were like ever to teach somebody or help them.
Yeah.
Or don't sleep on social media.
So we opening up a Ninja Masterclass. Step 5: don't do an idiotic rebrand.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We could go on and on about that.
We could.
But
Bonkai! The
to,
fucking legend.
to kind of wrap everything up, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. We still got a couple other things. I want to fast forward to today, where we are now.
Okay.
You just hit 2,300 followers, right? I have it in my notes, about to hit, but thanks to everybody in chat. You have hit 2,300 followers, right? And if you guys haven't gone to follow Backburner already, make sure to do so. You're a top 0.6% on Twitch. I don't know if you knew that.
Are you serious?
You are top 50,000 on Twitch.
Holy shit!
You are like big on Twitch right now, based on like average and everything. Your average for the past 30 days has been 30 viewers, and you're only just getting started. You have doubled in 5 months from where you were to where you are now.
Holy crap! Thank you for that knowledge, because I'm always scared to look up those statistics, man. I feel like the one time I looked and I was like, I'm really close to being a 1% streamer. I got like kicked in the balls by something in life or whatever. I don't know what it was, but my average dropped hard for a minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I need to fix this now. And I fixed it.
I've gone from like 0.7 to like 1.1, and I'm just like, stabbed in the fucking gut. But now I think I'm like a 0.9. I don't really care about my percentage. I just find it to be a cool, fun fact. But yeah, you are 0.6, like top 0.6% on Twitch, like 46,000th as a streamer across every language. Like, not just English. It's insane to see the amount of growth that you have had, especially in the past 5 months. Ever since you put on the Pokemon community game, you have doubled.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, and like Projects Manager saying, top 1% in that game as well. That definitely helps with that. I 3 streams ago had the about Splitgate, right?
Yep.
And how hard I grinded that game out when I was with Army of Voss.
Of course.
Even if so, Army of Voss, they did not do me any favors in regards to a content creation in any way. And when I presented that to the leader of Army of Voss himself, it was essentially like, nobody's going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Same same kind of way that like Love Over Hate has it
Yep.
structured and stuff.
As
The
we are
difference
both a
is
part of.
I've had 19 different people raid me from Love Over Hate because I'm probably just the top person when they click on the board at the end of the day or whatever the fuck it is. But I've had Love Over Hate raids where I've never had like Bostic Army raids, right?
Yep.
Um, oh God, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, yes. In Splitgate, I had the opportunity to play with one of the developers recently.
Yeah.
Um, this was not something that was influenced by any stream team or anything like that. It was exceptionally organic. I was streaming in the Splitgate category, and somebody came into my chat and they were just asking me how I liked the game. To this day, I speak very passionately about Splitgate and their developer teams, and this is prior to the interaction that I had a few days ago. There's not another game on the planet that has ever had the dev team that Splitgate has, period, and all be all. They care more about their community members and trying to make the free game that they have created accessible to every single person on every fucking platform and to be obtainable easily.
Yeah.
They give a fuck about it. And the fact that somebody was able to put like $4.6 million into their back end was the only thing that kept their servers alive through this entire last little like 6, 10, 8 months period of time because they needed the investment. Like
Yeah.
and thank God they didn't sell it to Epic Games. Well,
Thank God.
so I know all this information off the top of my head. Like we're just talking about it in chat,
Yeah.
asking me what I like about the game. They even asked me if I like the battle pass. This random viewer. I'm like, I don't care too much for battle passes and free video games because a free video game is that it's supposed to be free. So I don't try to rock a battle pass and all these flashy skins and shit because I'm the back burner. So I'm also supposed to epitomize that you don't have to have those flashy things to hang out here. You don't have to click the sub button, for example, to chill and chat.
Exactly.
I'm in the middle of a match when I'm saying this to this individual, and like just I'm getting headshots, I'm playing casually, I'm not that bad at Splitgate, and oh, yeah, just so you're aware, you have the battle pass. What? What are you talking about? And I back into the main lobby, I got the Splitgate battle pass, which with all the experience that I've accumulated through the season, I got like 40% of it unlocked already, which was absurd.
Okay.
This individual followed me and I opened it up in chat, which I had done at that point like periodically, but I hadn't said it since this new member of my chat had come in. I was like, hey, just a reminder, anybody that wants to play is welcome to play. Just, exclamation mark Splitgate. There's the friend code right there. Toss me a friend request and we can run some. They tossed me a friend request. They were well higher leveled. They had the purple sparkly developer tag in their name. They clicked follow on me. They subscribed to my channel. 20 seconds later, the game Splitgate followed me. One of my most recent 10 followers is the game Splitgate.
I saw this post.
6.4 million followers is what Splitgate has. They follow me. They follow like 103 of their creators. Opinion on follower only chat. People that use follower only chat want everybody that comes into their chat to laugh at them.
Yep.
And click away and a backspace. Just back out of there. Yep.
But wow.
But yeah, so yeah, I've been that's Splitgate has been something that we're going to be grinding a little bit more, as well as PCG, and those two games in total have really, like, Rocket League got me started. But I am not Spuda. I'm not Forky. I don't even know if you know who these names are, Trolleyzz. These are like the top Rocket League players out there right now, like Demonifying. I'm sure Bonkai even could be in that top upper echelon. Some of my moderating staff, Riz and Bonkai, are way too good at Rocket League to be sitting on their hands. So that game hasn't really done much for me as a creator in regards to growth after I've like plateaued with it. So when I had the opportunity to find PCG, and I fell in love with it. And then I ran the test, with my channel, what's going to hit.
Yep.
If Ravenfall would have hit, we may be a Ravenfall streamer, guys. I may be still going into PCG streams on my own time, but we may be a Ravenfall streamer like Concussion is. And you probably don't know that, but it's another PCG community member that runs Ravenfall, Stream Raiders, and PCG at the same time. And he's the person that's hosting a $300 tournament. He averages like 6 to 8 viewers a stream, and he has the potential to average so much more.
Yeah.
But I think he's still figuring out his niche. But at the end of the day, we'd be just like Concussion. So it wasn't me who influenced the decision. It was the community. The community made the damn decision, not me. I was going to play my game regardless of what I did. I literally just wanted there to be the option for everybody in chat to have something to do while they hung out with me, because I felt like it was really selfish. Even even like how you do it, where like you have chat decides the game.
Yeah,
I
chat
don't do
choice day.
that. I don't have chat choice day, so that's where I have other viewer interactions and other
Yeah,
things that viewers can do.
yeah. Everybody's different at the end of the day. We've been talking about that the entire podcast, and it's just like you mentioned before we even started. You've taken stuff from me. I've taken stuff from you. Like we grow off of each other as streamers, no matter who you are. If you watch a stream, you should always be able to pull at least one thing from every person's stream that you watch within 10 minutes.
Yep.
Whether it is how they present themselves, whether it is how they interact with chat, whether it's how they've built their community, what they do on stream, so on and so forth. Every single streamer that you watch as a streamer, you should be able to pull something within 10 minutes that can make you a better person and a better streamer. And I stand behind that, and I don't talk about it much because that's kind of like that's a trick of the trade as you gain a lot more experience, and that's something that I did not know how to do in my first year, and I don't think you can really teach that to somebody in their first 6 months.
No, no, you can't. But
You need that streamer experience, that streamer like mentality established before you
yep.
try to learn something like that.
And it is like you said, I'm learning something from every chat. If you like, I'm sure you saw when you lurked me yesterday how my overlay setup looks with my stream avatars on the bottom, and I've
Yep.
got the game bracketed off to the left, and I've got myself on the right hand side.
Yep.
How my camera overlay looks. That's an educated streamer decision right there, because you make that same decision. When you look to your left, you're looking off screen at your chat.
Yep.
When you look to your right, you're looking at your video game. People that have it flipped, I was wrong for forever. I had it so fucking backwards and flipped, it was ridiculous. I learned that from you and a few other streamers. I didn't like watch a YouTube video on this, dude. I just picked up on it. I was like, wait a second. Every time this motherfucker looks at the camera, he's actually looking at the camera. Every time he looks over this way, he's looking at the chat. I was like, I started to pay attention to that. And then I started going into other chats, and I was like, started to notice that same psychological like the aspect around it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my goodness, I am um I like it clicked. So now I take like my current overlay. If you look at the very top streamer in the PCG category, we have similar overlay setups. Um because I think that his overlay setup is exceptionally appealing
Yep.
visually. It makes it to where people that are coming in for example, the game have the ability to come in for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just do a few things a little bit differently because I have maintained a semblance of chaotic organization, whereas other people have these clean layouts, which are amazing. I mean, look at the one you have right here for this. This looks fucking beautiful.
Another Gamer Subs partner made this for me for free, and I was just like, nah, I'm not letting you make this for me for free. And I also have a trio one as well that I commissioned for them after. Like, I've only done
No
two
way.
trio podcasts, but yeah, it's where I can be like in the middle and then they're on each side of me.
Damn. But yeah, so taking little things, and it took me a very long time before I started to do that, and now I go into streams, and I use this approach sometimes has gotten me in trouble, and I own it. But if you tell me that you're my friend, I consider the fact that where I come from, friends are supposed to call you on your shit,
Facts.
and friends are also supposed to reach out and go like, "Hey man, your sound sounds like fucking dog crap." Period.
Facts.
So I've gone into more streams than I can count and been like, "Hey man, you need to flip your camera and you need to fix your audio. You need to right click it, put a filter on it." The people that are not receptive to my information, I do not visit that often. There was actually one person recently who I gave them a small piece of advice. I was like, "Hey, you need to flip your camera because every time you're looking over to the left hand side, you're literally looking at the game, and I know you're looking at chat.
Yep.
You just look silly. That or take your camera and put it on the other side of your overlay."
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm good, dude. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. You have 4 viewers and you've been streaming for 4 years.
Ugh.
And somebody who's coming in that's saying, I don't even give a shit if it's me. Okay, let's lack the clout here.
Yeah.
let's just say anyone, who the fuck are you to turn away somebody's suggestion like that if they like are actively giving you good information? Or, hey, why can't I hear your keyboard when you type? That's why I just got this.
The boom arm.
Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to mute yourself every single time you type to
want another
ensure
one?
that the stream doesn't hear that? So it's insane.
This was my previous boom arm. I turned it
Oh,
into a
dude.
turbo.
Oh,
I hand bent this metal on stream. Like,
what the fuck?
yeah. This is my old boom arm. It lasted almost a year and a half. And guess what I did?
Wow.
Bought the exact same one, baby.
That's right, dude. You gotta get it. Oh my god.
$40 or no, like $30 for this boom arm Canadian. It's not bad at all. Like for the price.
I think you have the same one as me.
Just straight off Amazon.
Yep. Amazon 30.
No. I just looked at
No?
I just looked at the front of yours. This part is different. Mine is meant for less weight, and I'm holding the heaviest mic on it. So that's
okay.
why, like, my base for it's already bending, and I've only had it for a
Okay.
month.
Oh, bet. All
Yeah,
right, bet.
so it's nuts. Go ahead. Ask the
My
questions
opinion
in
on
chat. Go ahead.
my opinion on people who don't use webcams. I personally am not entertained or engaged by anybody based on whether or not they have a camera. I am entertained by a voice. I have actively complimented content creators in a multitude of areas around their audio.
Yeah.
I am a worker. I'm a lurker. I am a parent. I am somebody who, when I'm on Twitch, spends more time listening than watching. So your voice has to actually tickle my ears in a good way. There's a reason I have, well, now because I flexed on chat twice today already. I only have 20,000 channel
you
points
flexed
in
the second
Trolleyzz chat,
time?
oh wait, no, I've done it just once. So I have 20,000 channel points in Trolleyzz chat, and I flexed on chat. So there's a reason that I have 30,000 in this man's chat. He's got a good fucking voice.
No.
So I don't care about people who do have cameras or don't have cameras. It doesn't matter. What I care about is popping in, and if you have shitty audio, you're receptive to advice about how to fix it.
Yep.
Then I'll stick around. If you have shitty audio and you are not receptive to the advice, you're not willing to make any form of or accommodations because the people that are in your chat are the only people hearing the crap that you're putting out there. You're not hearing it. And I say this all the time to my chat. Let me know what it sounds like. I can't hear it. I literally just turn a knob and the whole thing gets shut down for me. Whereas you guys have 4 different audio sources at 5 different levels with 4. Everything has 3 filters on it. So that's 12 filters ran through. You guys need to let me know if, hey, the game volume's a little too loud. I'm not the one watching me right now. I can turn everything up and down with one knob for myself and makes it easier.
Yep.
So yeah, for me it's about audio and also a level of education in the way you speak. Like the way that people format their sentences sometimes can be a turnoff to me.
Okay.
Like, for example, oh my fucking god, guys, every damn thing that we are going to be talking about today is just utterly fucking bullshit, and I can't believe it. First off, how fast you're talking is ridiculous. I can't follow you. You're swearing too much, and you do not sound like you're serious about what the fuck's going on right now. So that one, like, really kicks my ass. Okay? Like, I have no problem listening to anybody that has any type of a voice. You could be gay, you could be Hispanic. I don't care.
Yeah.
Your speech pattern has to match what you're talking about. If you're upbeat about something, you need to be upbeat, but you need to back up from your microphone a little bit or put a filter on that damn thing.
Yeah.
Or if you're an ASMR streamer, you really need to know what you're doing. So it's like,
need to know what you're doing.
really need to know what the fuck you've got going on there. So that's my big thing is audio. I don't give a shit about what the video aspect of it is. If I am entertained by your voice, I will stick around because at the end of the day, my community has shown me they don't really give a shit about what I'm playing. They're there for burner. I am the same type of viewer. I'm not there for the games that people play. I'm there for the creators.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm there to meet people, have fun, have a good time, make friends, and have a little mini party even. I'm not there to watch somebody who's good at Rocket League do that. I'll watch Spuda before I go to bed while I eat my ice cream for 30 minutes, and I won't even on my TV where I'm not even signed in on my account, so I don't get channel points because I do not fucking care about chatting in his chat. I just care about watching a Mechanic of God.
Yeah.
So
that's to answer the question about opinion on webcam and Burner's opinion. Mine's the polar opposite. I don't tune into streams that don't have a webcam or a like a VTuber model or anything like that, for the simple purpose of I am an opposite kind of viewer compared to Backburner. He is more audio based. I am more personality based on like who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what race you are, what you identify as, does not matter to me. Everybody's got that, freedom to be whoever they want. For me, I just like to have a more personal connection through watching people with a webcam. That's how I describe it, right? If you don't have a webcam, very rarely will I watch you. If I connect with you off stream, right, just by who you are, and you don't have a webcam, I'll more than likely check out your stream, right? And I'll vibe with you, but I still won't watch you as much as I'll watch somebody that does have a cam, just because of
Yeah.
that personal aspect. I don't know what it is. It's a subconscious thing, and I know it is. We talked about it like an hour and a half ago. It is one of the most debated topics on Twitch.
It really is. And then there's also streams, for example, though, that I won't go in and just listen if I can't. Sorry, for example.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if you're out there listening, dude, or if you ever pop into these podcasts, sorry, but
he's been on
I
one.
don't go into your stream unless I have the ability to watch. Because, not to like clout chase or suck his dick or anything like that, but the dude teaches me a lot when I'm in there,
Yep.
just by certain things. Like, I myself have become a lot more. I will bend over and stretch in front of my camera. I don't fucking care as much, like little things that, like, just by watching somebody who's just a little bit more free going with being a goofball on camera,
Yep.
helped me be a little bit more free going in a goofball on camera. It's the best way I can put it. So there's a lot of streams that I won't come in and I won't be able to, like, I have a hard time like just listening to you because you're doing things all the time. I want to know what the fuck you're doing, bro. When I'm in your chat, I'm here.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just lurking and I'm not actively chatting, like, you are the, like, for example, how I'm watching your stream right now while we're talking.
Yeah.
Like, it's up on a monitor, and it's like every time I'm looking over, I'm listening and I know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's what he was doing right there. Compared to when I'm hanging out with somebody who's in the PCG community, those are a lot more audio based streams where the person has to have either music that I'm a fan of, which sometimes I'm a little bit more picky about because if my kids are around, like the fuck, the shit,
Yeah.
the aggressive rap that some of these younger PCG community streamers are listening to. I just can't sit in their streams. Like, morally, can't do it. It's not that I feel like you have bad content or that you're putting anything else out there. It's just your music is shitty for my kids, and I'm not going to have them listen to that just so I can sit in your stream. I'm sorry. I will go hang out with somebody who has music that's approachable and
Yeah.
also is going to, be talking for the most part. Like, I narrate the majority of what I do while I'm gaming. I narrate it. People that don't do that, that just sit there, better have some banging fucking music playing.
Yeah.
Or then it's tough. It's tough. But so that's also where I definitely do see, because you strike me as somebody who's a lot more like, your time on Twitch as a viewer is an engaged viewer.
Yes.
Whereas my time on Twitch is 60-40. 60% of the time I'm a non-engaged viewer. I'm there to accumulate PCG currency, for example, or to just be part of set conversations for a brief period of time on like a lunch break
Yeah.
or something else. While the rest of the time I'm just dropping an emoji in chat to make sure that my viewer status stays consistent for that individual. They know that I'm there, but in reality, I have no ability to really like do more than just listen to them while I'm at work.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I 100% understand that. For me, I'm like I'm a 95.5 when it comes to being engaged.
yep,
Right.
yep. Like, and so last night when I knew you were lurking, I was like, if I say the wrong damn thing, this man's clipping me. He's not lurking and like just sitting there with me up on his screen with
Oh.
my VOD muted. No, he's listening
Oh
to
no
me
no
this
no!
entire time.
I'm actually the opposite. If I say I'm lurking, you're muted, for the most
Oh, well,
part.
that's good to
The
know. That's good to
5%
know.
is like I'm lurking with your audio in the background as like background noise. But usually, if I'm working, like if I'm making the podcast notes, if I'm updating an overlay, if I'm posting on social medias, if I'm doing whatever, hell, if I'm just watching YouTube because I'm lazy as fuck, I will mute the tab. Like, I'll still have audio on, so I count as a viewer. But like if I
Yeah.
say like, hey, I'm gonna go lurk, 99% of the time I mute the stream. And that's
I feel that.
right. But the 1% is just because I need like some kind of background noise while I work. But usually I will just boot up Spotify and I will listen to my Discover Weekly at the beginning of the week, or I'll just listen to my working playlist during any other point of the week, right? That's literally it. So I understand where you come from being an audio listener, right? And webcam doesn't matter. And with me being the engaged person, webcam does matter. That's why for every person it's different. You just got to kind of find, like, if you don't have a webcam, find your niche, make your audio amazing. But also understand that more people have a success with a webcam than don't. And that's just a statistical fact.
Yep.
Um,
And if you don't have a webcam, don't be shy to put an emote on your screen
Yeah, and there's
or
programs
a
to where when you're
GIF.
talking, that emote will highlight, or
Yep.
a GIF of an emote where the mouth opens. It could be a pop cat where you're talking and then the cat's just like popping the
Yep.
entire time, right? There's stuff
Um,
like that you could just look into, and it takes 10 minutes to set up. That's
yep.
all. But
Yeah.
there was one question I saw in chat.
What's up?
But before we kind of wrap up everything, we I said that like 30 minutes ago. We just kind of went on a tangent. But I feel like
Sure,
this is a
that's
question that you will like to answer because it came from Bankai. How do you deal with the days where viewers are smaller, the stream just doesn't feel like it's going well? My mod already answered for me, kind of. I just keep my numbers off. Like, I do not care if my viewer count is 200, 2,000, or 20. Like, none of that shit matters to me. If I catch a glimpse of mine because somebody rated in and I'm going to swap the tab and I see my viewer count, I don't care if it's 8. I don't care if it's 35. If it's higher than the average, because the average for me is like 20 to 25, if it's sitting at like 40, I'm going to be like, oh, damn. Thank you guys. Like, I appreciate it. Right. But that's not going to change how I stream. If I'm at 8
no.
viewers, oh, well. People have
Yeah.
lives. Nobody's expecting
Yeah.
to be here. Nobody is obligated to be here. Mod, VIP, regular viewer, first time chatter doesn't fucking matter. So for me, I'm streaming to entertain whoever the fuck decides to show up. And I'm fortunate enough to have my average, and it is growing. I've hit my plateau. I got to figure out what I'm doing next to, hit that next level. You've found that next level, right? Because as I've mentioned, from December to April, you have doubled with
Yeah.
PCG and with just doing whatever the fuck you want. And
And I think that's the niche that I'm in too. I think I picked up the Jess niche
yeah,
where I do what I fucking want. And I'm a lot less refined in the words that come out of my mouth all the time. Like my community that didn't know that I smoked weed does now. There was like, and they know, for example, that like I use my payouts to pay my internet bill and my power. And like I'm so much more open in the last 5 months too, with a lot of the core members of my community that have helped with financial aspects or that being generous. Like Deep Dish, he's popped into your chat. Deep Dish and his wife or his woman, I don't know if they're exactly, I think they're married. I never want to assume if I'm
that's
misremembering,
why I
Will, if
didn't
you
assume
are
with you and
married or
Casey.
not. But I like was talking about how I wanted a video game and that I just didn't have the financial means to go out and buy this game. And I put a goal up on my stream and they blew it through the fucking water. But I also, when I do goals, I have incentives. It was 2 push-ups per dollar. So an $80 dono for that was almost 200 push-ups. Yeah, there's 160, and then there was a little bit extra on top of that. Now we have Elden Ring, and we're going through the whole playthrough on that, and that's all something that is created by my community. What I do on days that the viewer count is lower is I don't do anything different, kind of similar to you. I don't fucking know. When I hit affiliate, I turn my view count off. I turned it off, and I've had it off for a very long time. At the end of every day, regardless of the amount, at the end of every stream, I am humbled by the amount of people that are there for the raid at the end of it. It is married. Thank you so much, Casey. Thank you. I'm spacey. I'm spacey about it. I like the 40s that we've been hitting lately.
Yeah.
The 30s getting rated, like rating out, are insane. The days that I see that raid thing hits 10, 12, 15, I have the same fucking reaction. I
Yeah.
am still humbled that there is 2 people that want to come and spend time with me, because at the end of the day, who the fuck am I? Like, really? Who am I? There are 8.4 million people on Twitch, and the fact that any amount of people want to come and hang out with me is insane. So I've actually banned somebody from my chat and got into like a project manager, I think, was in there when I did that. There was somebody that came into my chat that mentioned that did you get raided recently? 6 minutes into my stream. 6 fucking minutes into my stream. I have like 15 viewers, I think, is what they said. They said this, not me.
Yeah.
Did you get rated? Last time I was in here, man, you had like 73 people, and now you're only at 15. I clicked on their name. I said, your last message was 4 days ago. And holy shit, there was 73 people when you came in here 4 days ago. That's kind of cool. I had been rated by one of the content creators 4 days ago from PCG for over 100, and it was awe-striking. It was insane. Never had hit a raid like that, ever. Well, they sat there and they just started to indicate, like they started to talk down about my current viewer count. And like calling me sensitive and shit like that. And I banned that person. Yep. And then project manager gifted me a sub and said, there's a replacement to that piece of shit.
There you go. That's how
Oh.
easy it is. But like,
So yeah,
I feel like just
I don't
some
care.
Twitch viewers just don't understand. Like, just it's how it is. Numbers fluctuate so fucking much. And like the final thing I want to add to the point of like higher to lower viewer counts is at the end of the day, like if I'm rating out with a higher average than normal, yeah, cool. I'm a little bit happier, quote unquote. Like I'm more starstruck. I'm like, holy fuck, this is a bigger raid. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I in my head I'm like, I can't wait for this to be normal. And then again and again, like the higher it goes. That's how I've been since day one, from like a 2-viewer raid to a 5-viewer raid to a 10-viewer raid to now 20s. It's just that mentality of I can't wait till this is normal. And no matter how many streamers try to give you that, oh, I never get used to the numbers that I'm at. Realistically, you do. Subconsciously, you do. And you can accept that and be honest about it and don't be a dick about it. I did a surprise stream at 2 a.m. last night. I end streams at midnight. I started my stream at 2 a.m. to be a degenerate gamer, no starting soon screen, straight to the gameplay. I did not expect a single person to show up. We rated out with 13, and I had the same reaction of if I rated out with 50.
Yep.
Like,
it's humbling.
I sat there, I was like, holy fuck, 13 people are here at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why? And don't get me wrong, chat was quote unquote dead. I had less than 100 messages that entire stream. Do I care? Absolutely fucking not. It was 2 a.m.
Yeah, you're vibing. Everybody's chilling out.
I was just like, I just want to stream my first impression of the Overwatch 2 beta. And that's exactly what I did. I was playing with Bravo, and we were just vibing. We were having fun. I'm testing out the new mechanics of characters, and that's it. I just wanted to stream it because I wanted my first impressions to be on video, and I didn't want to record it. Because if I record it, I'm going to leave the footage there and not do anything with the VOD.
And then you have so much work later.
If somebody pops in the chat, like, and they see a funny moment or a highlight or something like that, they potentially clip it. Cool, whatever. If not, I have a button on my stream deck that can clip that I can't do during a recording.
Yep.
That's just
100%.
That's just exactly what it is. But the final thing I want to ask you before we get into trivia, because we're getting long here, even though I'm perfectly fine with it. What do you want to achieve by the end of 2022?
Partner. I will not, like, full-time partner. I want to not, I don't want to work anymore. I want to be full 100% into my community and giving back in some manner, shape, and form, and have it in a way that is structured. I don't want to be somebody who's going to balls to the wall out there like some of the streamers that I'm watching right now that are pulling 12 hours a day every fucking day, 6 days a week or 7 days a week. You guys are stupid, not crazy, not insane, not cool, stupid. You're burning yourself out and you're messing up everybody's expectations of what you can obtain and achieve as a person. Period. I want to hit partner by the end of this year and have it in a structured manner that is obtainable. So that way my woman, my partner, the amazing person that actually wakes me up when I take naps and tells me to get the fuck up and go to stream because you can't call out of work this late, so you can't not stream, get up, go. So I want to make sure that she's not having the entire world fall on her shoulders outside of my stream just because I now am trying to make this work here and have this be the thing that is our income. I also don't want there to be a limitation on her as an individual not being able to have a job. And that's something that, like, I'm sure anybody out there that has a partner, you know that you want that person to be able to obtain the things in life that they want. Casey likes to work. She likes to get out of the house. She doesn't like, I like being a dad. She likes being a mom. We both like being parents. I want her to also be able to achieve the goals that she sets for herself outside of it and not be limited by mine. So it's very tough, but that is the goal by the end of this year, to be either sitting with a partner position on Twitch or to be right there, bro.
Yeah.
Right there. Like not like 5 average viewers away, and that's the only issue. And then me trying to
Why
like
not
figure out,
6 and be
okay,
at
maybe I need to
69?
start my stream 30 minutes earlier, 2 days a week, so that way I'm structured in a different way.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But like, why not 6 average viewers less? You could end it. You can end the year at 69.
Damn it. That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
But that's gonna wrap up all the questions. Besides trivia, something that I warned you about an hour and a half ago.
You did. I've been avoiding this.
To let you know how this works, I got 15 juicy questions. 3 of which are catered to you, 1 of which has a bonus question to it. It is out of 16. You cannot skip a question. First confident answer you give me is what I take. You cannot change your answers afterwards. If you say, I don't know if it's this or this, that's fine. Stipulation, chat's in a mode only. They cannot help you.
Oh, shit.
You were trying to type.
I was just going to type Project Manager a heart. You're like, dude, shut up. Don't say anything.
But as Project Manager put, 7 has been the past 2 scores, and 10 has been the record of these recorded episodes. These questions are general knowledge. They're a random assortment of stuff. I do not give hints unless I feel like it is needed. There is a couple questions that I will give you a little hint.
Like your ideal thing? That whole...
Huh? Oh, the
idol?
idol? No, fuck off. Don't even start. I will make these questions harder right off the rip. I don't care. Don't test me.
But,
But
that was so funny to hear about before I came on. I'm sorry. Like we can take 2 seconds to spin off. IDYLL. Are you kidding me?
idol. Tell me how
Oh
to
my
spell
gosh.
idol. IDOL or IDLE? No, not. It's not IDYLL because that's just stupid. Anyways,
No.
whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I got these 15
I'm ready.
questions up. All right. What sport did the Harlem Globetrotters play?
Basketball.
What is the highest grossing holiday movie of all time? Harry Potter doesn't count.
Christmas Story.
What does the term GPU stand for?
General Processing Unit.
Which painter is known for cutting off his own ear?
Picasso.
How many balls are on a pool table at the start of a game?
Can you not bark right now? This one's tough. 16.
Which animal breathes out of its butt? Insects don't count.
Wait, what? I don't fucking know this.
Which animal breathes out of its butt?
It's like a goat. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go with goat. I'm confidently gonna say a goat just so I can get out of this answer.
What is a perfect score in a game of 10-pin bowling?
300.
What is James Bond's preferred drink of choice?
A martini. Shaken, not stirred.
If you were born on Christmas Day, what is your star sign?
Oh, dude, I don't know that. Sagittarius. I have no idea, so I just gave you one.
In what book series does Neville Longbottom appear?
Harry Potter? Somebody doesn't know that. They're crazy.
Me. What is the first element on the periodic table?
Oh, man.
I feel like you know this one.
I do, and I'm fucking blanking on it because I used to love chemistry. Chloride.
When was the first iPhone released? What year?
96.
What game is Rocket League a remake of? And a bonus point if you can name the year the original came out. Within 1. So I'll give you above or below 1.
Superactive Retro Battle Cars was the name of the game originally.
Okay.
I think. And the year that it originally came out, or that
that game launched.
That
Not the
the
remake.
name that the first game launched.
Yes.
Yes, not the remake.
Yeah,
So
not the
the
remake.
original game, that was 2003.
What is the 69th Pokemon in the Pokedex?
Oh my God, we did this search the other day. Fucking A. I think it's Slowpoke, but I know I'm wrong.
Where
But I
can
think
people
it's Slowpoke.
Where can people go to find your Twitch?
Huh?
Where can people go to find your Twitch? What is your link?
Twitch.tv / no HTTPS
You're going so political on
semicolon
this answer.
/ www.twitch.tv / B backburner B on the burner as well _CEO all capitalized. Whoa.
Homie, I'm gonna give you
Yes.
one more shot at this because with that long explanation, you got it wrong.
Are you kidding me?
There is,
Let me see here.
dude,
Where can people find me? Let me see here.
just simplify your URL really quick. Don't say the first part.
Okay.
And it's not
Twitch.tv
backslashes. It's not backslashes.
/ backburner _CEO.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that point.
Fuck you.
Fuck
you.
Okay, chat can talk now. How well do you think you did?
I think I got a 7.
If I'm right, you got a 6. But let's go through it.
Shut up. Shut up. Casey's dying. Get out of here.
Basketball is the sport that the Harlem Globetrotters play. You start off
Yep.
strong. It went downhill.
Yeah,
What is the highest
I'm
grossing
assuming
holiday
so.
movie of all time? It's Home Alone.
Oh, fuck.
Term GPU is not general processing unit. It's graphics processing unit.
I don't build computers.
Which painter is known for cutting off his own year? It is not Picasso. It is Van Gogh. One of the 4 Ninja Turtles was going to get you it, even though that's not a Ninja Turtle. How many balls are on a pool table at the start of a game? 16. Correct. You've remembered the cue ball. Which animal breathes out of its butt? It's a turtle.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I have something to talk about tomorrow when I'm live.
There you go. Perfect score at 10-pin bowling is 300. James Bond preferred drink of choice is a martini. You started to go on a roll here. Born on Christmas Day, what's your star sign? You said mine. Mine ends 3 days before Christmas. It's a Capricorn.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I really don't know the star signs at all. I don't even know. I'm a Gemini, I think.
What book series does what book series does Neville Longbottom appear in? It is Harry Potter. First element on the periodic table. What was your answer again?
I said chloride because I'm trying to think of like salts, NaCO1, but I can't remember it, dude.
Chloride's in the middle of the periodic table. It's hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Thank you.
There's a song about it. Hydrogen and
Yep.
helium, lithium, beryllium. There you go. Now you know the song. When was the first iPhone released? I in the nicest way possible, want to hit you on the side of the head. 2007. You were the only person ever to say the 90s.
Dude, I was like, it's got to be some year that I would not expect, and that's why I went with 2003 for the Super Rocket Battle Cars, because I was like, it has to be like PlayStation 1 era, and then I was thinking like right as soon as the internet came out, Apple got on top of that shit and came out with their first iPhone. It was a stupid little flip phone, like my dad had or some shit.
Mhm.
That's what I was thinking about. The iPhone's 96.
Oh, you're about to hate yourself now. What,
Maybe.
What is Rocket League a remake of? Supersonic.
I think I said super powered rocket battle cars.
Supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle cars.
Okay. Yep.
And the year? Within one.
I said 2000. I said 2003.
You were closer than the iPhone guess. It's 2008 in America, 2009 in EU. So I would have given you between 2007 and 2010.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, bet.
Was it 69
Give him
Pokemon?
7.
Bellsprout.
Oh. Well, that's so funny that Bellsprout's the 69th Pokemon.
That's why I added it as the question. I was just like, wait a minute, what's the 69th? And I saw Bellsprout. I'm like, yes.
With that mouth. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And where can people go to find you Twitch? Homie, you almost fucked this one up.
Oh my goodness, with the
So
backward and the forward
A semicolon
slashes.
is on my wrist. It's got the comma at the bottom. A colon is double period.
This is what happens when you spend too much time not taking grammar classes anymore. Stay in school, kids.
Yep.
You guys are stay in school.
And then forward slash instead of backslash. It goes down to up for a slash on the computer. Okay. But we gave you that point. So, basketball, 16 300, Martini, Harry Potter, your Twitch.
6.
6. Which
Me and Bellsprout got to go on a date. Oh my god.
realistically, I will say, you did say you were gonna get a 4.
I did.
And
I
you
did.
Were,
I
that's
did.
pretty close.
Hey man, I said that I didn't say I was gonna perform here, okay? I just said that we were gonna get to the end together. I did not say it was gonna be a pretty show. Just said we'd get there.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just type in your name here. And then 6 out of 16. Don't worry.
Beautiful.
You'll have a chance to redeem yourself one day. I got little plans with Jeopardy and trolley trivia and stuff like that. I bring in guests who have roughly gotten the same score, like just to make it fair, and then put you guys against each other. So expect something like that in the next couple months as we get more.
That's awesome.
As we get more people, it's not like this is the only thing I want to get to know you a little bit more on. I also want to be able to bring on previous guests and have them like compete in a way to actually like get a prize. So, but yeah, that's that concludes the podcast.
Dude,
bro,
thank you for having me on. This has been a lot of fun, and thank you guys, everybody in chat who I know are who came in through my Discord and community. You guys are freaking goats. Thank you.
Yeah, your community is a bunch of legends. Y'all have been blowing up chat, and I've noticed it. And we do have the podcast command to let you guys know that even though you guys are doing a lot, and I'm not saying anything towards it really, I'm reading it all, and I appreciate the fuck out of it. Backburner, it's been an honor to have you. Is there any closing remarks, last things that you want to let us know? Anything coming up in the future that you want to let us know? Plug yourself, plug everything. The floor is yours.
I appreciate it. I just really, honestly, guys, this goes for Trolleyzz, to everybody in chat. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to hang out today. Listening to me as I speak and, kind of having fun. I really appreciate it. If you guys do want to find me, you can find me at / twitch.tv/backburner_CEO. Also, I am on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on a variety of social medias. They're all under the same tag, all under the same username. Big thing that I would like is at the end of the day, just make sure that you're kind to one another. I know that everybody in the chats, all throughout all these chats, we give each other a hard time, we give each other shit. But one thing that I have tried to share more often than not lately is just remember that you never know what somebody's going through on the other end of the keyboard. And it doesn't hurt sometimes to stop and take a second and just think about that. You never know what a DM could do for somebody. You never know what just you taking a moment and not lashing back out if they say that if they're being a dick, doesn't mean you got to be one too. I always try to remind people of that. And stay hydrated, for the love of God.
I agree on that final part. I mean, on everything, but that final part, stay hydrated.
Exactly.
But I'm going to close up the podcast here, Backburner. It was an honor to have you on here finally after the reschedules we've had to do. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. And this was a blast. And hopefully this isn't the only time that we set something up.
Oh, yeah. See you soon, man. Bye.
It'll take another 7 months to do it, but we'll do it. Later.